All right, morning. Welcome to the DK64 Blitz Tournament Finals. This is the second Blitz tournament for the Season 2 settings. We have Connor75 versus Riley here. With me are Balam and Elrock on commentary. Morning.
Morning. We got a barn burner of a match here. I'm very excited. These two are very fast and very good at this. We have on one side Connor75, 101% world record holder, and is very good at this randomizer. He beat me to get to the finals yesterday with a hint read, better than mine, and I made the hints. He's fast. He's so fast. It's terrifying. And Riley, his opponent, the reigning Blitz champion, no slouch of his own, he's also very fast. We got a crazy race. This is anyone's game.
All right, well, I need to go to the race room and tell them I'm not ready.
Yep, they are awaiting our call. I believe we are good to go. And we got a crazy start here. Look at that. Barrels, coconut. Love seeing that early.
You don't like seeing Lanky Kong early. Heck him, dude.
So slow. Can't win them all, though. But coconut is only as good as soon as you find DK, so we shall see.
Barrels is a really good start, though, because that means that, well, there's a lot of bosses in play as well. So could be some interesting boss fights that we might see.
Very, very true.
And hopefully not Puff Dust.
Yeah.
we always seem to get that one pretty early in a lot of seeds.
It's the it's the nature of the beast. Kind of hard to avoid it. But it's no guarantee because you could just get cut out instead. So your bosses are you get what you can only kill what's in front of you.
Yeah.
Alright, chat, before we begin, press 1 if you are excited for this race. Can we have bets going? Is that something we can do? I was hoping to get some bets started on where like random stuff is.
I see channel points on this channel, so
maybe.
You're a mod. You figure it out.
But I'm not good at that. That's why I'm commentating here and not playing in the finals.
Maybe a poll is better because I don't know how many people have channel points. Do your mod things. I don't know.
Okay, let's switch over. Well, that doesn't look good. Something's messed up with one of the... Alright, now I think we're good. Yeah, there we go. That looks a lot better.
Look at that thing of beauty.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes, follow DK64 speedruns if you want points. Hooray. Alright, should be good to go. I'm gonna tell them to ready up and we'll get started.
Clock's ticking. Here we go. So what are their openers of choice? I will confess I have not paid too much attention to what other people's do for their openers. There's a lot of options here. You can check the training grounds, check the prison, check your levels. Let's see what they do.
Switch over to the audio here.
Connor doing a prison check. Oh! Riley goes to check the barrel's locked pad and it's just empty, so there's nothing there.
That's unfortunate.
I didn't see anything on the prison. Was there something there? I guess Riley will see it. Sec.
Yeah, Riley will see it. I don't think there was anything.
Oh, there is a
that's
vial in there. There is a vial in the prison.
Now, if you have DK, you can get that out of logic because you can just simply tag anywhere and roll to it.
I think it was a yellow one, so that's pretty good value if you are DK, but something to keep in mind. Alright, first look at the levels, here we go. Level 2 caves.
Okay. The upper 5-door cabin is path to something, I think, and Tiny can be bought in factory. So that's a good sign for Tiny Kong at the very least. Probably going to be pretty easy access for that.
Ooh.
Ooh,
That sprint gauge item is way the horde.
Yeah.
One golden banana to enter. We don't have any, so we can't enter right now.
It's a very cheap caves though. That does not bode well for your level, what your level 2 is, or what your level 1 is.
Oh, is he
breaking up the boulder tech?
Boulder tech already, and it's not even been a minute.
He's got Diddy.
Dude, Riley's pulling out all the stops here.
This is ambitious. If this is your first GB, it's pretty good. If this is a move, it's insane. Connor taking the more
If this
traditional
is
route
a
to check the
move.
caves dirt. Oh!
I'm thinking sacks. Ooh,
Oh
that's
my
good.
goodness, that could be impactful. We'll see.
And there was vines on below caves lobby.
Absolute banger move by Riley. That's not something a lot of people will think of or even consider doing if you start, even if you start with barrels.
Yeah, no.
That's
Gonna be
crazy.
yeah, like you're kind of probably going to be looking at waiting until you get key 4 before someone would think about doing that.
Vines makes the training ground look a lot better, even though you don't have any money, because you can check the dirt in the back as well. And they saw there was a tiny move in the shop, so that's their first GB. That might be their logical first GB.
There's another GB.
Okay, maybe not.
The two
Oh, you
free
think level-
GBs.
What's level 1 gonna be? If it's 1 GB to get a level 2, level 1's probably gonna be like a swimless galleon or something.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Ugly. And that's a tough dilemma. Do you go into galleon just to like check the shops? There's not many coins you can get there, but like with 3 Kongs and it's a 1 GB to get a level 2, that level's gonna be rough, whatever it is. Maybe it's Aztec? It could be Aztec actually. And Guitar is way later.
Aztec, okay. Yeah, that makes sense because early vine swinging. Cranky shared and Galleon is way of the hordes.
Well, we were just complaining about galleon. Suddenly it's pretty good.
That would probably be diving at a guess. Because
Could be diving.
Shared move. Or maybe a slam.
It could be a slam. That's the scary bit.
Yeah, because if it's a slam, it's either that slam 2 locks slam 3 or slam 3 is required. Diddy medal is way of the hordes.
That one's a little unusual. That one has some weird requirements and some unexpected twists with guitar and rocket barrel.
E2 is Dirt Patch and Aztec.
So presumably
it's-
it's just going to be on the Oasis one. It'd be kind of crazy if
Sure.
it wasn't.
I mean, given that it's 1 GB to get a level 2, I would be shocked if you found guitar and pineapple like immediately. That would be very surprising to me.
Riley opting to do the bonus barrel. Looks like it's going to pay off though, because this is a very quick check.
I feel like there's a lot of really fast bonus barrels. A bonus barrel that's like not that hard to check is worth checking. I don't know.
Yeah, so probably key 2 right here. Yeah.
Yep.
No surprise.
I kind of wanted it to be in Chunky 5-door Temple just for the insanity of key 2 being quite locked, but that unfortunately makes a bit more sense.
Yeah, the signs just weren't, the logic wasn't adding up. No way into Tiny Temple, which is unfortunate, so really you just get these coins and you leave. In fact, if they didn't know that dirt was the key, it's very possible they don't even look at Aztec at all. It's not too long a check, but like you could gamble and just be like, there's probably just absolutely nothing here. Because caves are so cheap.
11 CBs for the boss, though.
I don't know, yeah, checking the boss is another interesting decision. It makes sense. Like, I mean, if you're here, this super cheap boss is because guitar is going to be way later somewhere. And they know they need guitar, but knowing it is past level 1 is like no information.
Yeah.
So you just know it's not an Aztec. That's it. That's the whole list.
So the question is this going to be something important or is this going to be nothing?
Tough call, actually. I don't know.
Let's have a look.
It's anyone's guess. It's random, even, one might say. Oh,
It
that's a vial.
Oh, yeah, that's a vial. Okay. Yeah,
Looks like
that's
purple?
definitely-
Riley's also going to check
Red.
this. Now,
Red.
Riley tends to skip these sometimes, but I'm presuming he's checking this because it's like 11, so...
It's a red vial. You have Diddy. There's no way you don't do this. I think they're both doing this, boss. Anyone who checks this, this is kind of crazy to skip. It could be like Spring, which would be the worst thing you could get, but it's probably not guitar.
Not guitar, you don't think?
Probably. This would be interesting if it were guitar. I don't think it's guitar.
If it's guitar, then surely the move would just be to go check the shops and then just move on to caves. Because there's really not a lot you can do in here without any guns.
Well, I'm trying to think of from a fill perspective. If you're seeing how much stuff you have available in level 1, would it include the boss item for that? Because guitar would give you a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. Another corner case to unravel the mystery of the fill. I think this can be guitar.
If it's pop guns, that could also be interesting because that's tiny temple access as well. But probably...
Yeah, it's just going to be Spring. I don't know what we're worried about. It's just going to be garbage.
Guitar!
It's guitar!
Oh!
That's... wow. I mean, yeah, you have to go deeper now, right? Like, there's no way you don't.
Oh, he's deciding against it, though.
Huh.
That's
we'll see if Riley does the same
choice.
thing.
Oh, he's checking level 2 at least. Or checking level 3.
Castle.
Yeah, that's also a fair choice. Check level 3 and... well, can't check level 4, but checking level 3 for hints as well.
Well, there's his clue. There's guitar.
Key 8.
Man, if you don't check this boss, you are in so much trouble.
So both players now have guitar, and we're finding out some more hints.
Like, if you don't get guitar here on your first trip, you're never going to come back to look for guitar in Aztec. Like, you will just never look here. You are in so much trouble if you don't find guitar immediately.
So here's an interesting routing decision. Riley going straight for the back of Aztec. Oh, so guitar could be path to key 8, but isn't for one of the helm rooms. That's interesting.
Yeah, and also notable is that saxophone is not needed for helm, so Riley needs to find a use for saxophone in order for Roof Dirt to pay off.
Got multiple medals hinted as well already.
Bongos out of the tunnel splat. Oh, there you go. That's your path to key 8 because you needed bongos for helm and guitar locked those bongos. Wow, that's a that's a quick hint solve. All right, great.
Yeah, so race is over, right? Riley found that first. That's just what the race was.
Well, there you go. Riley doesn't even have the hint and he already solved it. He's crazy. Hopefully that doesn't like
4D chess.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't send him on a wild goose chase thinking, oh, I still need to find something for guitar later. I didn't see what was on top of Castle Lobby, but
I think it was a GB.
I kind of looked at it, but yeah, it was probably nothing.
Because Splat was a GB as well, so... And no.
Here we go. So they're trading blows here. Connor has a little more info from Lobby 3. Riley has Roof Dirt.
Another
the difference.
GB. Probably not something any of them are going to get, because that's quite decently locked, and it's also quite a long check overall.
Yeah, I cannot remember the last time I got that when it wasn't a check, when it wasn't something very important.
Okay, oh, Gong Tower, yep, that's another good one. This will be a bit out of logic because they don't have Rocket Barrel.
Well, if he doesn't mess it up. I tell you what, man, these charge gongs, it's so scary. It is so scary on these charge gongs because messing it up is just absolutely brutal.
This is a
Especially on
classic
PG64.
early NLE check, though, so Connor at least should know how to do this. Looks like Riley does, too.
Oh, yeah, there's no way Connor messes this up. They certainly know how to do it. Like, I know how to do it, but that doesn't prevent me from messing it up. You bonk the gong and you want to just leap off a building.
Oh,
that's
this is an
unfortunate.
upgrade.
Unlucky.
But they need that.
Well, if it was 2.1 and they had Lava Water, then yeah, they would need that, but...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're putting that in Season 3. Watch out. Right next to Beaver Bother.
I don't think I've ever grabbed these coins in a randomizer, but Riley's short on chunky coins, so it makes sense.
Yeah, once you find a rainbow coin, you can definitely stop looking for coins as hard. Like, I would never go for those coins if I had a rainbow coin, but until then, you're kind of broke.
Yeah.
Really, not buying anything there. I'm a little surprised by that. I would definitely... Well, I guess he's got all of caves to work with now.
Some interesting play here.
Riley forgot he checked this already. Very cool.
Interesting though that the shared shop is Galleon, but Galleon is not one of the first 3 levels, so it can't be diving in there.
Could be a slam or oranges or a sniper or something of the sort.
Yeah.
That is a little scary, yeah.
Like, diving would be the obvious choice, but if it's not the first 3 levels, but yeah.
It can also just be a key, so...
Riley is a Zooter tournament champion. If it's anyone who's used to this kind of pressure, it's him.
Unflappable. He is the reigning Blitz champion, even.
He has won both DK64 Randomizer and Zooter tournaments.
He's had a crazy last couple of matches, too. Versus Kuiper, that one was back and forth like crazy.
Yeah.
It came down to him remembering some minor detail he found like an hour prior, and it paid out.
We also need to remember, though, that Connor75 is a world record holder for Donkey Kong 64 speedrunning, so can't discount him either. This is why it's a good matchup.
And after all that, they've done the same stuff, almost, and they're just going into caves at the same time. So Riley is basically +1 roof dirt. And a GB, I guess. Where did that GB come from? Is that the lobby GB? Yeah.
Yeah, the lobby GB.
Wow. But these are just minor details. Well, okay, maybe the sacks might not be minor, but they don't have tiny. It's not a helm instrument. So, it remains to be seen.
Still gotta find diving, though. That's the big thing, and they're gonna find it... They should find it pretty early on, because they have to find it in the first 3 levels. So they have to be able to find it there before they enter level 4.
That is definitely the last big mystery, because diving could be locking Tiny, because Tiny is in Factory. So it's possible level 4 is Factory, which means we need Tiny, or level 5 is Factory, which means we need Key 4, which could be level 4, which needs diving. So diving is the big prize right now.
Yeah.
The other big prize is DK, which we have basically no info on. So it's entirely possible another key will turn up, which will give us more info soon.
Yeah, I think whoever finds diving first, they're going to go straight to try and get into Factory to get Tiny, because Tiny not only has Saxophone, which Riley has found, but also she has the potion in Isles Cranky. I think there were a couple other things, if I remember correctly, that Tiny had. Definitely a valuable find if they can find diving. And yeah, Xenicus, the minigame timer for tile flip minigame was shortened.
Oh no, Riley got knocked off.
It happens to the best of us. Because Splats do what they want. If they decide they want to smack you, they smack you. If they decide they want to slam at the single worst possible time in the universe, it's over for you.
Can confirm, because Splats are the worst. Not much in Funkies outside of a couple GBs.
Slightly pricey, but this is also the beginning, so like... You need the golden bananas.
So they do know that Diddy's medal is Way of the Horde. Do they have enough for it?
They don't have Rocket Barrel.
They do have Guitar.
They don't have Peanuts either, and that's going to be the kicker, I think.
Let's see. Yeah, they need... Rocket Barrel is a huge chunk. Peanuts a fair chunk. Guitar Lock's a little bit, but not too much on its own. Yeah, Rocket Barrel or Peanut is the big prize, but you can get it with some like weird combination of stuff. So Diddy's Caves medal is a little bit awkward, but they're on the way to it. But they definitely are looking for Rocket Barrel or Peanuts to solve it. I don't think Peanut is enough, but Rocket Barrel should be.
Yeah, Rocket Barrel definitely will be enough because they'll have the 3 bunches in Upper 5-door cabin, which is Way of the Horde as well, so they will need Rocket Barrel to beat the Seed.
Well, they need Spring to get to that Rocket Barrel.
Remember,
Unless they do some,
we patched that. In the vanilla game, you don't need Simeon Spring to use it because LOL DK64.
How odd. I don't, yeah, Revan's talking about new tech. I don't think they have the sauce for it. I don't think they have the tools needed to jump from like the torch or like a bookshelf or something to get into that Rocket Barrel. I think they straight need Spring, or at least Tiny maybe.
You might be able to do it with Chunky, because Chunky's got quite a high jump, but that's quite a... It's a risky move. It's definitely not easy to get.
There's a time and a place to experiment with new technology, and perhaps the Blitz Tournament Grand Finals is not one of them.
Yeah, you don't want to experiment here. Everything is on the line.
Oh,
you don't want to find out what happens to the losers of these races.
It's bad.
Well, whoever wins get the trophy in there next to their name in the Discord. So.
They yoink the roll away from Riley.
If Riley loses, he loses his trophy in his name. It's a big thing.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Like,
I wish I had that trophy.
Huge stakes at play. Like.
I mean, Elrock, if you want a trophy, I can, like, MS Paint up a 3rd place trophy if you want it.
I gotta win something first.
I can even put a smiley face on it.
Oh my god. Can we all have participation trophies?
Unfortunately, you can only have one icon next to your name in Discord. Big sad.
Oh, true. Frankie fits much better.
At Discord developers, please add the option to have multiple role icons. We all know you're watching this great tournament.
Yeah, if they can cram it, if they can cram it in on Twitch for multiple badges, they can certainly do it for Discord. Connor's likely just gonna be collecting a couple more coins, and then he'll probably be piecing out here shortly.
Yeah, they'll probably be going straight to Castle. They have a lot of shops there that they can get into. Yeah, there's quite a lot. Yeah.
What was the cost for Castle? I do not remember.
It was 7 or I think it was 7.
Okay. That's a really low boss value for caves. Great point. Good. Great point, chat. Because that value is so low, it's pretty likely they're not gonna find a Kong here, or guns, or anything useful. And it's just, it's probably just get your GBs and let's go to Castle. And Connor arrives at that conclusion as well. Although, I think he basically did a full loop of caves, and so is Riley. So.
I think Riley might be trying to go for it, though. Yeah, he's going to go for it. So is this going to pay off for Riley?
He may be thinking of that TNS for key 8 hint, because it could be for guitar. Well, we know it is. We know guitar does solve the hint here, but it could be something else. I mean, if something, clear your hinted regions, folks. It's good for you. Well, I say that, but this could be totally useless. It could give you some info, like if you saw like DK on the door, you would know the DK somewhere, but it seems...
it's just a GB.
It's junk. Alrighty.
Did you just call that golden banana junk? It's golden. It's hard to find those. Alright, we got a hunky chunky appearance on Connor.
Love that. Not hunting that down, this seed.
So in terms of K rule order, we've had Tiny appear for, I think it was one of Tiny's medals. Castle Medal Rewards is Path to Tiny phase.
I thought it was Forest medals. Am I stupid?
Oh, was it Forest? Okay.
I think it was Forest.
Okay. Yeah, it was one of the medal rewards.
I wrote down
it
Forest.
Was one of the. Yeah, it was one of the medal rewards. Is Path to Tiny phase. I don't think we've seen anything else in terms of K rule hints. So
there's two tiny hints. One in Jape's Lowlands and one for Forest medals.
These are one of my favorite vanilla coin locations for Chunky in this game.
Yeah, they got creative. That one's kind of evil. Not as creative as the evil things that I've seen in custom locations, though. That's for sure.
Those 3 coins were basically the inspiration for a lot of my custom location decisions.
You monster.
What if we could have those kinds of things where you need to hang off a ledge, but everywhere?
Just because we could does not mean we should.
So Riley here deciding to climb the castle.
Looks like a slightly different approach to the castle routing here.
I'm not sure which I favor. If you have DK and Tiny climbing the castles, it feels pretty good. Of course, you have neither, so you get neither of their medals, which is unfortunate. Maybe Connor's like hoping to pull one from the underground. But on the other hand, you climb up to the...
Yeah, I think I would have chosen Connor's route just because of what you said. Like, not getting those bananas kind of suck.
Maybe, but okay, so here's another thing that points against it. Because you know Tiny is past level 3, like, her medal is not going to be something important, probably. Her medal is unlikely to be something important unless it's, like, hinted to you. Like, castle medals aren't hinted, so maybe you're, like, deprioritizing medal rewards. They don't have, like, much hinted. They don't own anything that's Way of the Horde that they know of. And they don't have anything in Castle, Caves, or Aztec hinted right now. They're basically just full clear in their first 3 levels. To hopefully find, like, maybe, like, Key 4 for more info, Key 5 for more info.
I feel like I've seen a lot of banana medals so far. This seems like more than we should be expecting.
I don't think it's that unusual. I don't know how many... Have you been counting? I have not paid attention at all.
There's been, like, 5 or 6.
Oof. Just a stingy seed in general. And you gotta pick that one up to spawn a crown, so no luck. Oh, finally something good.
That's gonna pay off for Connor.
That's a good find.
Well, now he doesn't have to climb the castle at all. He just rocket barrels up to the top.
And I feel like that Kasplat in particular is forgotten quite a fair bit. It's kind of in the corner.
It's really awkward to route in because, like, you want to go into the lower cave, but it's like, oh well, hang on, let me go check it real quick and then go.
Oh, back. Riley, that's
another
a 6
medal.
That's a 6-pack. Wait, no, that was a medal.
Yeah, it was junk.
I thought it
More
was a
golden
banana.
Junk.
Yeah. Rainbow coin.
That rainbow coin is very tempting. I can't say I would skip it. I don't know. That's a really hard call to make, I think. I think if you're trying to go
probably
fast,
feels
you
like
just
he
go.
has enough coins now, or he can probably skip it.
Well, that's your first rainbow coin, and getting an early rainbow coin is invaluable for not your current Kong, but your future Kongs. That's the real value out of rainbow coins, I think.
Yeah, I think I would go for it personally, just because that would give coins for Tiny and DK, and I feel like a lot of the times, as soon as I get a new Kong, I'm instantly buying stuff with them. And
Right,
I'd
like
much
we know Tiny has something to buy.
Yeah.
That's pretty important. Well, maybe it's important. It could just be like grab or strong Kong or something worse. But at the same time, it's faster to skip it and just bank on, I'll get coins later, it's fine. I think it's a safer play to pick it up, but there's no room for safety in the grand finals. You gotta go fast. You just never know if you're gonna hop in there and it's like the tiny mushroom helm game that's like free, or it's a 120-second Mad Maze Mall.
Yeah. I'd definitely like go in, check the mini game, and then if it's like something that's viable in terms of length, like I'd go for it. It's kind of like how, like, kind of my ethos towards crowns, right? Is go in, see what's there, and then if the reward is worthwhile enough and the timer isn't super high, I'd go for it. Otherwise, I'd just skip it.
So Connor not having to climb the castle a long way is just done with castle already.
Yeah, he's gonna go for that caves waff for the medal now for sure.
You think? I don't think he can get it. He needs spring, right? What?
No, he's got rocket barrel.
You need to get into the rocket barrel somehow, though.
There's one next to Cranky.
Yeah, like just flying around caves and getting some bunches.
Oh, he's getting the metal watt. I thought you were talking about upper cabin.
No. Riley's just about to get this though.
And we did get confirmation that key 4 is diving locked, so they're not getting key 4 anytime soon. Galleon is level 4 because key 4 is in Galleon shops. That's probably the Galleon Cranky shared. Pretty good odds. Or whatever it is very important. Like that could be. It would be like maybe oranges for like no, because factory's level 5.
Riley checking this boss as well. Does he is he thinking that there's still something that he needs to get in Trophenscough? Or
I don't think it is ever bad to check the bosses in the first 2 levels. I think it is always a reasonable play.
Especially if you have Trophenscough as path for key 8. Like, there's always the outside shot that instrument you already got from it is not, or that thing you already got from it is not necessarily the thing that it was actually pointing to, right? So there is a slightly higher chance that the Trophenscough still have something.
Ooh, look at that!
Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh.
And it pays out. It pays out. That's probably key 5.
He has Hunky Chunky, so this could be Dogadon 2.
No, instead we get Army 2.
Oh.
We get Army 1 and Army 2. That's classic.
that's super cool. I wanted fast music.
Fast custom music? You're asking for danger there, Chief.
I want the audio engine in tatters.
Connor now scratching in his head where he gets his last 5, and the answer is you go inside a cabin to just get bananas, which is horrible. But you gotta do it.
He can go lower cabin here, so not a horribly big deal.
I don't think there's any you can get in upper cabin without spraying. It's just lower cabin, walk in, steal your bananas, and leave. It's terrible, but there you go.
This is quite an interesting thing, though, because obviously you're gonna need to fight this boss. So is it a question of like how quickly does everyone recognize it? That's key 7 right there.
That's not really helpful for Connor though.
So this is going to be key 5 that Riley's getting for sure.
Right. It's gotta
Or
be.
key 4.
No, key 4 is in Galleon shops, I thought.
We have a Galleon Shops hint for key 4, so it's almost over there.
So this is going to be great because that's 10 extra hints right there.
Yeah,
well.
that'll give him probably information on where DK is. That'll probably give him information on, well, it'll give him information on his key 7, but that wouldn't be a problem. And then pile on like K Rule and key 8 hints. He's in good shape with this Castle Boss check. He's in really good shape. This is very dangerous for Connor because like when do you go back for this? I have no idea.
Yeah, he'd have to unless it gets directly hinted. That's the problem is that unless it's directly hinted, you've just gotta risk it. Kinda.
Well, if he ends up finding key 4 first, which he should, if he manages to pull diving quickly and end up in lobby 4. He's probably gonna get the key 5 hint there, so he'll eventually get information on where key 5 is. So that's when he goes back. He'll go back when he sees it's like Troffenskoff is on the path to key 5, and then he might just check guitar stuff. That's terrifying.
Yeah, that. It would have to specifically say, is it possible it would say Castle Boss's path to key 5?
It would have to be a way to hoard for Castle Boss to send it straight there, but. That is oh boy, that's tough.
Yeah.
Japes level 7, very interesting.
There's something way the horn here too.
An item in the factory medal awards is path to tiny phase.
He skipped that so fast.
Donkey is held by a battle arena in Galleon.
Ooh.
That's
punch.
Yeah, so punch is going to be required for that. 47 for level 7. So that's also going to be 47 required for the monkey port hint. DK KGB is Way of the Horde.
Uh-oh, that means super duper.
And 5-door temple. So that would also... Yeah, so Galleon Shed is probably super then.
Okay, team, we have 4 tiny K roll hints. That is red alert.
Oh gosh,
that is red alert.
That is danger zone.
So we just got the Donkey Cage hinted Way of the Horde, and that's Lowlands, which is Tiny K Rool. So I'm thinking that all these Tiny K Rool hints are pointing at Super Duper, and they're just pointing at Super Duper. So that's helpful information, but that's pretty scary.
Let's see what's under the Vulture race. It is a Golden Banana, nothing of use. Diddy Phase. So that's another K Rool hint. So... that's Rocket Barrel and Peanut, basically. But the castle surroundings, that would be the Kasplat, so he's already got the...
He's got Rocket Barrel from there, so that hint is solved.
Yeah. Unless Peanuts is also in castle surroundings. It would be unlikely, but...
That Peanut is mystery.
Aztec Kasplat...
That was a key, I believe. No, that wasn't the key, that was Bongos.
Yeah, Bongos. That's Way of the Horde. Which makes sense, because that's for Helm.
Yeah, you need that for Helm, so no surprise there.
So while we were watching the hints, Connor did find Primate Punch on top of Tiny Temple.
Ooh.
That's a good find.
Very good find.
Still looking for diving, though.
But
Connor has to check the boss here, right? There's no way he doesn't know that he shouldn't be, because he got the key 8 hint for that.
No, but the path to key 8 wouldn't be key 4.
Yeah, that wouldn't point you to key. That wouldn't point you to key 5 because that's
key 5. Sorry.
It's probably the key 8 Troffenskoff is almost certainly pointing at guitar because guitar locks bongos, and you need bongos for key 8.
Yeah, so this has...
You might think that hint is solved and then not check it, but Punch does give him quite a few things here. Punch gives him this. It gives him the Diddy Medal counterintuitively, because of course the Diddy Medal is horrible.
You might also check the boss because of diving. That's the big thing they're missing still.
Right. Because the boss is a pretty good contender for diving as well.
You can imagine Roz gonna be taking the exact same path that Connor did when it comes to these bananas.
Yeah, there's some pretty like Rocket Barrel's really good at getting you some good bananas here. Let's see what is in the ballroom. Got a good few bananas here, but unfortunately doesn't have the pop gun, so won't be able to get the balloon.
Well, he won't get the medal here, but he could go into the dungeon.
Rainbow coin.
Oh. Man, tempting again, but probably not worth it now. Now you're really hunting. You're really fishing for diving.
Yeah, he's got to check the boss. Like,
Yeah,
there's no way he doesn't. Like,
I don't know. Well, he's going there right now. It looks like.
yeah,
Okay.
he's going there.
All right, crisis averted. Connor's back on track.
Yeah, fortunately there was enough bottleneck where he was kind of pigeonholed to check it.
Right. If he pulled, like, if he pulled diving in Aztec with Rocket Barrel, that would be terrifying, because then he's never coming back to Castle for a long time. Riley coming to the same conclusion that going to the cabin. Going to the cabin, my guy. Where are you going?
He's going to a cabin.
Oh, that's upper cabin.
Oh, Simeon Spring!
Oh,
He can do
that's
upper cabin now.
Whoa.
Oh, that's so. Simeon Spring was Lanky's medal. Was that
Lanky's
even
medal.
hinted?
No.
No, we just had the Cave City medal off.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a good find.
That's
Probably
another.
some-
That's another blow to Connor too. He's not coming back for that. But this could be diving in here, and then that would basically force Connor to find this.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it is diving. Yeah, it looks clear to me.
Yeah, that looks like diving.
Connor would have to come back into caves, get the Lanky medal, and then go in here.
Well, yeah. Well, it's all in caves, right? So as soon as he finds it, he would just come straight here. I'm surprised he didn't get the Lanky medal. I mean, he got the 20 pack on the blueprint pillar. But yeah, the last 5 are pretty ugly. But that's why Riley checked his pause menu and was like, hey, wait, I could get Lanky's medal real quick. Let me grab that real fast. And it just worked out that he could loop everything in right here.
Did Riley check what level 6 was ever?
Yeah, diving.
He hasn't marked his forest, so...
Yeah, he said it was forest. It's interesting though, because at this point they have every key excluding 8 and 4, and it's only been 37 minutes. So this is going to be a great old move hunt.
Riley is racing towards key 4 too.
Could this even be like a jet seed almost? Like,
It's looking quick, despite the fact that it snuck in 2 bosses, and you're probably going to need to find 2 slams. Or, no, you're definitely going to need to find 2 slams.
okay,
Oh,
castle
there you
boss. Yeah, that's the hint. Foolish for treasure room. Testing area. Treasure room foolish is a bit unfortunate, so no hype chest, unfortunately.
Hype is dead. Very sad.
Did Riley find punch perchance?
No, he never did.
No. So he's not gonna get donkey here.
Shipyard Outskirts is key 8.
Oh! But he just got it hinted.
Yep.
That could be punch.
Yeah.
Galleon Shipyard? No, he did. He read the same hint twice, right?
Yes. Yeah, you just read
Yeah.
that twice.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's just read this one twice as well.
He might have just got turned around.
And how many is it to get into Galleon? I missed it.
I didn't see it either.
Anyone see it,
Last
chat?
thing I was looking at. Chat?
Riley's heading straight for Aztec Totem area, looks
Right.
like.
I mean, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, with hubs, with the Oasis in Totem area, with Rocket Barrel, you can check, like, almost everything. So, like, go.
Yeah.
27? There's no way. You're making that number up. What the heck? I'm checking.
27 is quite high. For a
For
level
3 Kongs,
4.
that's crazy.
Not impossible though, I guess.
There's Private
19.
Punch.
Oh, that is expensive.
19,
What is it,
you said?
19?
19.
So, how many does each of them have? I think I saw Riley with 14.
He's got 14 and 2 blueprints.
So that's 16 essentially. Like, would you just go and rush shops? Because there's quite a few shops that they've left.
That's what I'm saying. You buy first and ask questions later. Connor going a little more thorough for the Diddy medal here. That's really annoying to get, but Diddy medal on Castle is
choose
super
to do
annoying.
this, yeah.
What, is it a GB?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
GB.
it's a GB. So one of the longer checks. Yeah, we have a... No, it's a Forest Medal rewards is hinted.
We have a bunch of stuff hinted for the later levels. We just can't get in there. What are you gonna do? Connor scooping up his info off the back of key 5.
Yeah, Japes and Mines is Path to Tiny Fake. Yeah, that's a long old hint sequence.
We have one more lobby's worth of hints when they find key 4, but they have almost all the info they need for this seed.
Riley doing the thinking of what to do shuffle.
Classic. It's a little expensive to do that with Rocket Barrel, but I understand. We've all been there. Scooping up some
He's
medals.
going for the medal.
He's just doing
Yeah.
anything he can, right? At this point, it's just density and pick up anything you can. He can't get into Tiny Temple. He can't get into the Llama Temple. This Aztec sucks. He can't get
Yeah.
into any 5-door temple. No guns. Where are the guns? Funky's holding out on us, man. What the heck?
He's going for Lanky's medal now.
Anything.
This is
Anything
this is
you
a
can get.
this is a really slow medal to go for.
19 is very high, so this is tough.
Will you at least buy the blueprint on the way?
Come on, buy some blueprints, man. Come on, there you go.
Yeah.
Yes. You buy first and ask questions later. Never mind, he's broke.
Oh, and Connor finds Cave's medal rewards on the path to key 7. He might consider just doing Lankies now, but like he might already think he solved that.
He
No,
has
he
key
has-
7, so.
Yeah, he has solved that because Diddy medal was key 7.
But he may go back to
Alright.
caves to fill his GBs because he just doesn't. It's just time to go back to caves, I guess.
Yeah, that's the probably the best way that he's getting diving.
Okay.
Great, that's good.
Oh, we
So
found
he
grape.
has that's access to Tiny Temple and also Lanky's 5-door temple, which is foolish. He's not going to need anything there, but
It's gonna
I
go
mean,
to
he
Llama
might-
here.
yeah, that's a good gamble. A couple
I mean,
things he
this
can
gets
do
him.
here.
This gets him looks at what the matching game and maybe this guy. If it's exactly guitar,
Yeah, it would have to be guitar and
it's
it's
not.
triangle.
Yeah, nothing there. It's just the matching game, which is not very quick. So he doesn't have the ability to get to the bonus barrel over the lava. He is probably now realizing, wait, this kind of sucks. It does suck, but also it's very funny that Grape is on Lanky's medal. That's very annoying.
So GB, he's probably going to go for it. The unfortunate thing is that he's going to have to listen. He is getting everything right so far. Spoke too soon.
God, randomizing the sound effects here was actually crazy. We made this check so bad. This check is so bad now. I think that's his 19th. I think he
Yeah,
has two.
I think
two
he's just
Diddy
gonna do a
blueprints.
dump, and then we will go into Galleon.
Oh, he's got the Grape Cage too.
Oh, yeah.
So he'll
So
be
I
the first
imagine-
one young.
Yeah, I imagine he's probably going to try and avoid going to Snides as much as he can so that he can do a big dump at the end.
Connor choosing Aztec over Caves is highly unfortunate. He's not going to find anything here that he needs. He'll be happy to see Grape, but Yeesh.
That might prompt him to go back to caves though for Lanky's medal.
Could be actually.
Because there's waterfall balloon that's accessible.
I wonder if you need that medal or need that gun to logically get the medal, because Riley rocket barreled up to the top of Lanky's one door cabin, the Lanky sprint cabin, to get a 5-pack to finish. Do you need grape to logically get that medal? I'm not sure, but you didn't realistically need it.
You could get 25 for sure without it.
I'm checking the spreadsheet. Let's see. So free 15, rocket barrel 20. Yeah, logically you need something else. Practically speaking, rocket barrel gets you the extra 5 on top of his cabin, and that's exactly it. Wow.
That door temple is foolish, but you can still use it for golden bananas, don't forget. That just means there's going to be no moves that are important to finish beating the seed there.
Riley has correctly decided, well, we'll see if it's correct. He has decided it is very important to get into Galleon as fast as possible. To go get another Kong, another key, and just keep moving.
Yeah. I think that's the best play. But, let's see what's also in Tiny Temple. Could be one or two things that are interesting here.
So if I'm doing my math right, we've got 5 hints left. I think it's going to be 3 foolish, 1 way the horde, and a 1 key 8 hint. No, it's going to be the key 5 hint. Yeah, so they got... maybe I'm off by 1. Man, counting hints sucks. Whose idea was to come up with a fixed amount of hints the whole time? Oh my god. Oh, there's the feather hint too, so that's the missing hint I didn't account for. Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah,
I also giving you trouble. Also.
Third melon, okay.
Great.
Well, that's all right.
What a troll.
So surely bosses have got to be like, oh no, get caught, Riley.
He fell into the #1 cup on the force.
Omega
Stop right there,
dude.
criminal scum.
That's unfortunate right there. This might get him. Yeah, he's going for the medal. So he knows this is way of the horde. So this is oh, it's a key. That's key 4 right there.
Yep.
Connor's immediately going to turn around, do Diddy upper cabin.
He's gonna get his stuff and then realize, oh crap, I'm still short GPs because it's crazy expensive to get a galleon. I think it's gonna be a tragic #2. He's gonna be like 1 short, I think. O'Reilly is pouring on the gas. He's gonna get DK. Do you think? Do you just quit out here and go to factory if you can? I think you might check it. You get a pile of hints. You get a pile of hints, which you get most of your info right now, so it's not super crazy. But you get a pile of hints, and you get to know what you need to get into factory.
Oh, it's a quick one.
A quick one, but it's a mean one. A bunch of fast little guys.
So DK is there.
The leader of the bunch.
He might go to Lighthouse, because there's quite a few checks there, and he has Coconut Gun. But I don't think... Yeah.
I think density makes sense here. Check the shops and leave.
Yeah. Like, there's definitely, like, a limit of, like, how far, like, forcing hints to be early will get you,
And are you going to come back here ever? Because that's not a simple question to answer, because you need to get into Japes, and I didn't see how much Japes was. I should check that.
Was Shipyard Outskirts Foolish or Way of the Horde?
It was Path to Key 8.
Oh,
yes. Yeah. So he's going to need something here.
Wait a minute, that's really good. Yeah, he's doing that. Yeah, he's definitely checking all this. Never mind. Leaving here was bad. Ignore me. That would be a terrible idea when there's a very good vial right there.
It's probably going to be trombone.
Yeah, sprint. No, it's going to be probably sprint because the sprint cage was way of the horde.
Could be sprint. It could be trombone. Ooh, it is sprint. I don't think there's anything on that other barrel. I think that was a blueprint.
So if that's where the horde, like, it's either Strong Kong, Grab, or Blast. Blast is probably the most likely to be where of the horde because there's 7 checks for that versus like.
You know what that means? I'm feeling a grab into donkey minecart.
Ooh.
Oh. Riley doing a pretty sensible maneuver here. On guard is faster underwater than any of the Kongs.
All right, I did a VOD review. It is 47 to get into Japes.
So I don't think they're going to have a problem getting into Japes. It's a question of like what factory's going to be.
Right, but they know already that they need to get into Japes, so they may as well take their time and get as many GBs as they can. It pays to be a little bit thorough. Okay, and Sarah was right the whole time. My mistake. All right, you're on VOD review duty then. Thank you.
GB, that's a good find. Was there anything in Tiny Temple? I've kind of been focusing on Riley's stream for a sec.
Haven't seen anything so far.
And his tracker doesn't have any surprises, so I'm pretty sure there's just nothing here. I don't know if Riley went in here though. So
Riley did not go in there.
This is good density, so like it's pretty reasonable. It's a good dive, but
takes 5 hits with grape to kill this thing. I don't think he's end up gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he has to because he's short.
Yeah, he's short, and I mean this is also another check because he gets the crown as well.
Yeah, it's like a 2-for-1.
I mean the crown.
5, golly.
The crown could have something. Unlikely, but it could have something.
And the last hit is the slowest guy in the universe. Oh my god. Connor has patience though. He has done this loads on Grape before.
Right, but in fairness, in 101 you have homing by this point.
Oh really? Oh well, never mind.
Yeah, you get homing specifically for this check because it is so slow without it.
That's really funny. Oh my god. And it was junk. Great. He's not even sticking around. I guess. Yeah, he's got 19, so he's getting out of here.
That's 50 seconds is so slow at this stage.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Yeah, he's probably gonna go for a dub.
Yeah, you definitely want that, Riley.
What was that?
It was a rainbow coin.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
That's a good find.
Is that the first one? Jeez.
That is going to open some doors, so if he has to come back here, he can quickly sneak in there once he's trying to look for something.
So, dumping is faster than a 50-second crown, but there's a little more at play in this, where it could be that you end up GB locked out of Helm, and that the 50 seconds you spend on that crown is actually faster than 50 seconds spent on getting any other GB, so it's a little bit trickier. It's unlikely to be the case, but from like a macro perspective, it's not so simple a question.
Let's see what this is. Strong Kong. Okay.
That's interesting.
There's quite a few. You can see Riley for a second there thinking, huh?
It's not for the Caves Igloo because that was foolish. The Igloo is foolish, so it's not for the Caves Igloo. It could be for Castle Library? Nobody checked that. It could be for Aztec Quicksand Cave. Nobody checked that.
I'm surprised Riley hasn't gone into Lobby 4 yet.
Maybe a Crusher Room? There's nothing hinted that suggests it.
Does he want to check Lighthouse area, maybe?
Yeah, definitely getting his hints is definitely right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I guess maybe he thought, let me check this just in case it's Baboon Blast. That, I guess, makes sense. I'd still, like, honestly, though, if I was going back to Isles, even if I was getting something later on, I'd still check Lobby 5 for just the hints and the GB count. Because we know that factories got a lot of stuff which is worth it. There's medal rewards, there's tiny, you know.
Also, the only thing we got out of the outskirts so far was sprint. So you know that Strong Kong is important for sure, unless it's well, you knew Strong Kong was important for Way of the Horde, but you know that this Strong Kong is likely to lead you to something for Key 8, which is one of Trombone or Triangle at this point, or Monkey Port or Girl Gun, I guess. A lot of things you need still.
Yeah, it's probably one of the worst things that could have appeared there, though.
Yeah.
Because Strong Kong is like he knew he needed it logically, but Strong Kong, I think, in pretty much every single circumstance, is very easily skippable.
That was actually probably the worst color vial to be in that cage. Like every other color vial had better potential than DK. There were no good DK vials. Like Grab, Strong Kong, or Blast all kind of suck to be there.
Yeah. I mean, Blast would have been the best one to find because...
What, force you to double dip Galleon? That's not great.
But I mean, Grab means that like you got like Factory Crown, the Donkey Minecart as well. Those are all pretty long checks relative to all the Blast checks, where it's pretty quick to find everything. Another GB. Now, is Riley going to remember that he will need to pick this up before he goes into Seasick GB if he wants to get
He
it?
might not care. Like, he might just be like, whatever.
That's some DK64 LOL moving right there.
That ship is just absolute nonsense to move on. It's so stupid. And I love it.
And he's checking what it is. It's a pearl.
I mean, I guess if you get the mermaid hinted later, you can come back for that.
Yeah.
It's in the neighborhood.
But chances are he's just going to walk into one of them.
Her pearls got hoisted by... got yoinked by some pirates. Oh no. I'm gonna bet that Connor goes to level 5 sooner, though. It's possible the level 5 is really expensive, though. Like, this is a fairly expensive level 4, and you just added a Kong in level 4, so...
It's gonna be cheaper than, what, 30-something? 36, I think it was?
I don't remember what Forest was. Any VOD reviewers?
I think it was 30 something. It was definitely in the 30s.
Right, so... I mean, that's still like a pretty decent range.
Right.
Connor's
You're probably
gonna
looking at high
here in a second.
I would imagine high 20s.
34-ish for Forest, right? Trust.
Ah, Rip Riley.
God practice Wamp's Fortress.
Do you though? You could practice this for hours and it would just still clip a corner and lose all your momentum and splat on the ground. DK64 platforming is a beautiful thing. It's like nothing else because you just have to know how the game behaves. You just have to play it enough to just get a feel for the temperament of the game. It can just throw a fit at you for no reason. Connor, one of the only humans alive who actually knows the correct direction to fall down the lighthouse to land on the dirt. Nobody else knows that. I don't.
Riley was...
Riley just did it.
Riley knows that.
So...
Surprised Riley didn't just grab that golden banana anyway, but eh.
We're surprised by a lot of things Riley's done, so... But he's just...
yeah...
He's just a GD collector.
Cool thing about this room, if you're not that familiar with this game, is that you can actually peek the lanky and the chunky checks in this room. So he's probably just do that quick.
That's a junk item. Junk item on Chunky's side.
Him checking this definitely confirms in my mind that he knows he needs to just get as many GBs as possible.
This is the easy one.
Yeah, committing to a stealthy snoop of any variety, which I hate these. Maybe that's just my bias leaking through. But like that's just sort of a commitment, like, yeah, I need GBs. Okay, it's a 12-second one. Okay, maybe I should just be good, right? Thanks,
yeah, maybe they're thinking, not necessarily for the level 5 requirement, but just in general, they're thinking that this is going to be a jet seed. They've already got all the keys. They've gotten a lot of hints for moves.
But there's a lot of stuff that's not hinted, or there's a lot of stuff that there's a lot of areas that are hinted, but there's not... How much more do you need? You need 2 slams, Monkey Port, Gorilla Gone, Trombone, and triangle at a minimum. And peanut. That's 7 things, and by my counting, there are maybe like 5 locations that are hinted that are unaccounted for. 5 locations that are hinted, and that includes regions. So there's kind of smells like some unhinted stuff going on.
Yeah,
this one's the Galleon stealthy Snoop.
This one, in my trial with NSAC earlier this week, I was trolled by this one in Helm a couple times. So
this one isn't too bad if you know the path, but yeah, this is definitely one of the harder ones that are actually in the game.
Yeah.
I like these enemies when you can throw oranges at them.
And I personally would still, like, even though we know that this is a giant GB hunt, I would still go into Lobby 5 way earlier than any of them have.
Here we go. We get our look at level 5.
Can't tell.
Just kick over there, Riley. What are you doing?
It's a gold banana.
I'm surprised you could see that. Oh yeah, I can see that now.
It's not doing us any favors, that's for sure. So James 4's lobbies are hinted key 8, so he's checking all this stuff for sure. Wow.
Path of Battles, key 5. Castle Room is key 8. That's interesting.
We have found nothing from Castle Rooms yet, so
that could be library.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh, we talked about that.
But he knows where Pearl is.
He does know where Pearl is, so it's not.
But he doesn't know where Minnie is. That's the thing.
Right. But he knows he needs Minnie. Wait. There are 4 hints to Tiny K Rool. You think Minnie's somewhere in that mess? Oh, here's a slam, maybe.
Slam could be oranges, could be another instrument upgrade, could be ammo belts.
Okay.
It's slam. Okay, cool.
He didn't check Diddy's door.
So this is a problem, team. Because now what that's... Okay, a slam before you go into factory is actually, like, really, really good. that's really good, because slam locks a lot of factory.
Interestingly, he didn't check Diddy's door, though.
No. Well, that's certainly a decision. I think it's
He
because...
may have forgotten.
Well, he has all his key path hints. I think that might be a foolish hint, so I think it's just junk. Or at least lower value than the rest. He has... I've seen 9 Way the Horde hints, and that's all the key hints. So... that's all the key hints, that's all the K Rool hints. I think we got all the info.
Oh, that could be a Kong hint.
No, we have all the Kong hints too. I think it's a foolish hint. Yeah,
so he's gonna be collecting
6 foolishes written down. There should be a 7th, so I think that's it.
He's going to be checking all of the Galleons, not Galleon, the Medal Reward stuff here, because Factory Medal Rewards is path to something that I forget.
So Factory Medal Rewards, big time. So Chunky's medal is directly hinted Way the Horde, and Factory Medals are on the path to Key 8 and Tiny K Rool, which kind of suggests that one of Feather or Mini will end up on the path to Key 8, because that Slam, we know that Slam is needed for Tiny K Rool.
Connor's just gonna say no to the Pearl as well, and is gonna figure out later that they need it.
Yeah, well, it's not far if he comes back for it. You might find another one in a shop that's easier to get to. At this point now you're on like the red alert for Pearl, so if you see one you're gonna go out of your way a little bit to grab it. It's like, is it faster than the one in the shipwreck or in Seasick, and that's kind of your benchmark.
Right, but he doesn't know that Pearl is gonna be required because he hasn't been into Factory Lobby yet. Right.
Yeah, so I don't disagree with what he did, right? You see a Pearl and it's like, that can't be that important, right? Surely you don't need that, and then you do, but
yeah.
I am kind of surprised though that they both went into the lighthouse before going to level 5. I didn't see what factory was. Connor or Riley could get in, but Connor has 25 or so he probably can also get in.
Riley had 28 entering.
No, okay, well Riley can't count. Awesome. He can't keep track. It was 30 for factory. Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. I lose again. Got me.
The GB up there for the to Splat. He's going to be checking this because Strong Kong is Way of the Horde, so this could be something, although I have a hunch there's library.
Man, you can have an army of commentators and you'll still just miss critical information. This game is so dense.
Yo, that's some RPG soundtracks. Let's go.
Nothing in Crusher, so Strong Kong is still a mystery, but
Yeah, I agree with Boam. It's gotta be the castle room with DK.
yeah, that fits pretty well.
You still got to find Super Duper as well.
Connor had a visceral reaction to that Strong Kong, like, ugh. What?
Another GB, that's a good find. So this is still anyone's game, really. Riley's definitely ahead, but, you know, anything can change.
Connor is very fast. Let's see what this medal is. Are you serious?
Pineapple.
There's pineapple.
What's that for?
Buffering,
Don't think this is worth it, Riley.
Forest Metals, maybe? Yeah, it's definitely not worth it, actually, because you're going to get that in R&D. Actually, he might be trying to avoid going to R&D because it's foolish.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what he's doing now.
Oh, I think I know what he's doing.
He's trying to get to Power Shed platform.
Very smart, very smart. That looks hard.
Yeah, I think he's trying it this really hard. Like, I don't think this
It's
is
two
gonna
checks,
miss
it's
it,
pretty
right?
good.
Like, is he trying to hope that it's not pineapple?
Well, no, that was a medal. That's Way of the Horde. Like, he knows it's pineapple, and then he fails to pull out his gun. He's crumbling. He's crumbling. Oh, testing and R&D is foolish. He might be just, like, leaving as soon as he can.
Aztec,
Well, he's got to get Tiny as well. Tiny's been bought from a shop in here.
Right,
the
so he's probably just, like...
hint Riley never checked was Aztec shops are foolish.
Well, that's
Okay.
useless.
We're gonna get Sax right here. About an hour after Riley, but still.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything for him. He might be just be like, well, poop, I wanted that to be a GB so I can get in a factory. Well, that's not good.
Yeah, I would skip that one easy.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he might have been for a second diving castle for library, but that might be something you just kind of like put in the back of your head is like, all right, I have to get to the library. It's going to have something important. I'm just going to hope it's not needed immediately and just come back for it. So, like, we're assuming it's
I
important.
feel
We don't
like,
even know.
just based on what I've seen, I feel like Castle Library is going to have Tiny.
No, the factory shops is gonna have Tiny.
Right.
Oh, wait, no, that was hinted. You're right, never mind.
And I don't think there's anything that they've gotten. Actually, they got Super Duper Slam out of Logic. Oh, sorry, not Super Duper. They got Super Slam out of Logic. So, Grab is gonna be Way of the Horde somewhere.
That is a great point. That is gonna...
That's not necessarily true. There could be another slam that's easy.
No, but they're
Well,
gonna
no.
need both slams though for.
Oh, right,
Jake's,
because of Japes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna suck when they run to a Way of the Horde location and find Grab and be like, huh? I think Riley might leave. I don't think he might.
No, he's got to go find Tiny.
Oh,
Tiny is going to
two
be
shops,
in
of course.
Funky.
Of course, it's in the last shop you check. Connor doing a little neat little tech to peek the Kasplats reward. I stole that from him the other day. Used it against him. Lost anyway. Very cool.
Riley might be gunning for Forest because he knows Forest medal rewards or something. And I think someone said that was 37 for Forest.
30. I have 34 question mark written down. So maybe
34 question mark.
that is the third instrument upgrade. I missed that out of production.
Yeah. Shoutouts to having all 3 instrument upgrades before. Wait, what? Is Tiny? Hang on. Did we read that correctly, or
I read that correctly.
I've
Did Riley look at his shops correctly?
did he forget to check Candy?
I think
look at
Riley
Candy?
messed up. Yeah.
All right. Well, he's got time to give back, so it's just a nice little piece offering.
Oh no, Riley! Oh my gosh, my
way.
guy. That's an unfortunate miss.
Man, Skip's checking Candy. Skip's taking Warp 1.
He fell off that pipe above Warp 1 like 3 times and still missed the tag. That's actually unbelievable.
Yeah.
Because, like, you
There's a
can
weird-
tag it when you're directly above Warp 1, even if you're not standing on it.
Really?
Yeah, you have to be. It is weird. You have to be grounded from the pipe coming off it. And because you're grounded and above
How
Warp
did he miss
1, it
that?
thinks you're tagging it.
I'm shocked that he missed both of this and the warp. That's actually staggering. Well, he's still in the lead, but a little bit less now.
Yeah, that's definitely like a 1 or 2 minute time sink right there.
Connor tagging it, very ethical.
Yeah, Warp 1 is very easy to miss, I will say.
Connor has not pulled Pineapple yet, so he is still on the hunt in his medals.
What is Riley going for?
I think he's going for Tiny's medal now, just to clear out the medals.
Oh, right.
Or the coins, too. I think medals make a lot of sense here as well.
Well, he's
Make
got to
sure you
check.
have everybody's medal.
He's got to check the Isle shop as well.
He did. What other shop?
No,
Oh, the
Isle
Isle
shop,
shop, that's
because that has something for Tiny.
Right.
I don't think it's been hinted as Way of the Horde or anything, but it would be silly not to get it.
Right.
Then again, we are talking about the person who saw a potion above Giant Mushroom and decided to just skip it.
There were
In-
extenuating circumstances.
Yeah.
I will give him a pass on that one. That one was a mess.
He's probably going to get this because he knows this one's a GB.
Right, and it's 34-ish for Forest. I'm rock solid on 47 for Japes, so that's a certainty. He can probably get a Forest, but not quite Japes yet. I think he is digging up more Tiny Bananas. Yeah, he wants to be absolutely certain on these medals, which
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense. It's hinted for both Tiny K. Rool and Key 8, so it's like very possible it could be 2 different things.
Yeah. And reminder, like, it might seem like, oh, he's already got something from factory medals. Like, why is he checking all of them? It's because, like, honestly, like, you can really get screwed over if you just miss something.
If you
sometime-
if you just assume it's the first thing you see, that can end very poorly for you sometimes.
Yeah, it's a huge gamble. And unfortunately, with DK64 Randomizer, or fortunately, depending on the way you look at it, missing something can cost you a lot of time. Because you can be going down a rabbit hole that doesn't exist, kind of thing. You know?
All right, so it is confirmed Pineapple for both. I think that's all the medals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, what do we got in Forest now?
Medals.
Medals. That's basically what he's going to be checking.
What
If
are
he,
these?
at least if he's sensible, he's got to check medals.
Pineapple's really interesting though. Like, what could you need that for?
I don't think it would be forest medals because there's quite a lot of chunky color bananas which are not locked at all. Like, I think definitely at least 40.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
we have a DK rap sighting in the sound.
oh, got done. Let me check. Oh no, there are like 50 chunkies that are just free. Climb the mushroom and you're done.
Yeah, so it's not going to be Chunky's medal. Yeah,
Maybe a forest funky angle. That'd be a little trickier.
that would be.
That kind of aligns with.
rainbow coin for the minecart.
Yeah, they dug up the hidden rainbow coin here and put it in the minecart check.
So what's interesting
Wait.
is that...
Did Connor do the same thing?
Wait, what?
I think Connor did the same thing with Tiny.
No, he has Tiny. He owns Tiny.
Oh, okay,
We're good.
okay.
We're good. Crisis averted. Golly, that would have been an impressive meltdown.
I think I freaked out because I never marked it on my tracker. Well, there's a pearl, but that one's too long to get.
That one sucks to get. He's not getting that one. You only need one of the pearls, but it ain't gonna be that one.
Yeah, and he's not gonna check the beanstalk area because he doesn't have feather. So
running through the hints, the key 8 hints have almost ended. We've got something in almost all the regions except for Castle Rooms. So I'm guessing it's one of Triangle or Trombone and Castle Rooms. But the Tiny Key Roll hints keep going, including this Forest Metals one. So I'm thinking Mini Monkey is gonna turn up in Forest Metals. That's my guess. And then the other slam will be in Jade's Caves and Mines, which would suck. So, of course. But then even still, that leads to a whole bunch of... Actually, it could be like Gorilla Gon or Monkey Port in Castle Rooms. There's a lot unhinted. This is getting ugly.
And it's nothing. Well, it's a GB, but...
Rip Check of Legends.
Unfortunate. There's still one more Check of Legends to hang our hats on, but not yet.
Hey, there's Pineapple Launcher finally.
Instantly leaving. Ooh.
Two
Did they check
potions.
Isles? Did either of them check Isles Cranky?
No,
so.
they didn't.
Oh my god.
That's 12, so Crisis averted in the case of 12 minigame in Helm.
The 2% is gone.
We have escaped that disaster case. Oh no.
I'm surprised none of them have gone for their training grounds check. That's what is this?
It's a big one.
Baboon Blast. I doubt they're going to do anything with that. That's quite a...
I mean, you check the Forest Blast and then just hope none of the other ones are relevant.
And Twitch has decided that at this peak of enjoyment, that I'm going to get a 30-second ad break.
That's rough, buddy. Yeah, I have definitely forgotten the Isles shop a couple times. One too many times, which is to say one time. And I immediately changed my tracking notes to make it very loud and obnoxious when I missed that spot. Or when I find something in that spot, I note down, like, there's a move here. It is very loud. Wouldn't recommend. Taking notes in this game is imperative because it is such a dense game. There's an endless amount of information. We are actively watching it. We have three minds staring at both screens, and we're still missing things as it happens.
Yeah.
3 minds staring at 2 screens. It's a problem. So 1 mind staring at 1 screen, you're gonna run into problems too.
Yeah.
You forget one thing, your seat is... you could be in trouble.
Yeah, reminder that this game won a Guinness World Record for the most collectibles in the game at the time.
Oh, it's free duel. Stay in here. Do the skull banana. No.
What free duel?
He's not going to stay in here for that.
Alright, they're clearing out. They are being thorough in clearing out in Forest. But that's kind of just because they're collecting the medals on the way. One of these medals is going to turn up something. I think it's going to be Mini Monkey. Is it going to be the awful Forest Tiny medal? That one also sucks.
If they get Mini Monkey, my guess is they're going to go straight for the Pearl in C6 ship just to get the Galleon thing.
That's kind of why I think it's going to be Mini Monkey here. But... because that would put the... a better Pearl.
It's a better Pearl!
That's a great Pearl.
Yeah.
Not getting much better than that.
And nothing on Lanky.
Ignore my anecdote about C6 ship.
Problem solved. My favorite problems, solved ones. Oh, is Connor opting for this one, or is he just gonna get the... I think surely he's just shooting this and leaving. Oh, he doesn't have grab, never mind. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
done.
neither of them have grab.
Which is possible to be Way of the Horde. Or it is Way of the Horde. Logically required, but practically skipped by everyone.
Man,
Pretty
that
good
was,
pattern.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
There's nothing, but
That pattern is random. What is it? 1 in like 200,000 for it to just spawn solved?
Yeah, 250,000.
Yeah, if any of you have that happen to you, post it immediately because I don't believe you.
I mean, we're at like...
no, Balam, does that puzzle automatically win if you start with the correct pattern?
Yes, I've checked it.
Oh my god.
One day. It's a matter of time.
Yeah, I mean, we've had quite a lot of Seeds Gen since 2.0.
How many of you have checked that puzzle?
Yeah, it's possible that the auto-completed one just never was found, because...
I would guess that at most a third of them have checked that puzzle.
Yeah.
How many seeds are we at? I'm pretty sure we're over 6,000 right now, right?
Oh yeah, we're over 6,000 easily. Killy would have the exact number. I think we're at like 10 to 15.
Yeah, just ran some numbers. That is a... 6,000 is 2% of 200,000, or 6,000 is 3% of 200,000, so our odds are still not great.
No, for sure not.
Would not be surprised if Seed 6969 is already gone.
We're getting a healthy rap section here. This is... Shoutouts to Riley, a man of the people. We made it to Lanky. Wow.
And just as we make it to Lanky, Riley ends it. Thank you, Riley. We don't need to listen about Lanky again.
All right, Diddy medal. Come on. One of these medals has to turn up something.
We'll get a chunky one here pretty quick, too.
There we go. Oh no! Well, that's definitely not going to be it.
Not today. Not that one. Is it DK medal?
No, it's not DK medal. Well, DK medal's the only one left, surely.
He doesn't have it.
But I think
yeah, there's some in the blue path. I think that's all I needs to get.
I hate force medals. The force medals are easily my worst medals. Easily my least favorite. He's going to Thornvine, I think. Check the turn, make it night. Daytime's better for mills, bananas, but nighttime you can get a bunch of Diddy stuff, a bunch of Lanky stuff.
Oh, he's checking. He's gonna get the woodwork here.
I think you can go to Thornvine anyway because Trunkong's Way of the Horde. So there's Feather. All right.
Okay. So what does Feather get us outside of that extra hint in Aztec Lobby? Well, that's good for Tiny Face because that's you can now shoot the toes. Is that it? Is that the only reason why we needed that?
I would not be surprised.
We do not know. It's not. It's only on the path to Tiny K Roll, so it's possible that that's the only thing it's needed for.
Yeah,
but we do not know.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's we can check the beanstalk area now.
Oh boy, the bean.
Have we found? I don't think we found the bean yet. I don't remember seeing it at all.
So I hate to be a hater, but I don't think the bean is very likely here. I think it is extraordinarily unlikely, even. That looked like nothing to me. The reason I don't think a bean is likely is because I'm guessing Mini Monkey is going to be your go mode.
Did we see what that was?
It was a GB. It was John.
Okay. I had a look at it, and it like appeared for like a third of a second.
Yeah, it did some like weird render thing, but...
Oh, we haven't got Tiny's medal here either. I mean, it's most likely Feather though, but that's also something that we haven't checked. Yeah, he's going to the bean area.
So bean area will get you 20 bananas, and then there's one more balloon. Oh my god, there's one more balloon by the Kasplat that Tiny can get.
God, he didn't scope in. God, he's so cool. Oh my god, he's so cool.
You're learning bad habits, Riley. Or you're learning bad habits, El Rock.
Interesting that he's not going out of his way to pick up those two. Oh,
There's
potion!
a potion.
Oh, that's
Dude,
good.
I feel like that check has had something. Way too many recent seeds.
And it's so easy to skip it. It's the worst when you accidentally skip that text box and you're like, oh crap, I have to check it now.
Just a GB.
No bean today.
I'm sorry, bean leavers. We also have to. It's a extra shop check here as well.
Yeah, this is Forest Funky is a great low region. And it's junk. I'm surprised he's not buying those. Oh, he's at 48, so.
Yeah, he probably thinks that he doesn't need to do much more.
Oh! And
Trombone!
Oh! And both people find it basically at the same time, so...
That trombone is effectively unhinted. That trombone could have been anywhere because Forest Metals is not... Do you need pineapple for Tiny's metal? There's no way, right?
Actually, that was hinted because it was path to Key 8, right?
No, it was past a Tiny K roll, and they got Feather.
Oh,
Connor just pulled Feather off of Forest Metal. I'm pretty sure that trombone is effectively unhinted, which is gnarly. Oh my God.
Literally the same spot as the GDQ run.
Classic.
So, obligatory shut up El Rock.
Got him. Okay, Riley has remembered, oh crap, there's a move in Isles Cranky. I should have bought that an hour ago. Or I should have bought that 20 minutes ago. Maybe I should have left it here.
Balloon.
Okay.
That's pretty bad.
That's an interesting one.
That gets you, with homing and balloon, that gets you Lanky Tower. Maybe something good is in Lanky Tower. That would be psychotic. Oh no, Connor left without... Oh no, Connor got trombone, I'm done.
Yeah.
Connor's probably getting the bean. Or not the bean, the pearl check.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense. Or no, wait, no you can't, never mind. He does a mini.
Meanwhile, we are going to have the castle rooms check by Riley here.
Oh, that's a good point. Homing could be Castle Tower.
I think it's still more likely library because Strong Kong's with Horde.
I agree. But it's also a possibility.
Right.
Just because then it would be homing way at the Horde. Or, well, not way at the Horde, but...
I also don't think he's picked up any homing ammo, so if he runs in a Lanky Tower expecting to do it, he might be a little disappointed.
Very true.
Connor realizing he does not have Mini Monkey, that is unfortunate.
So might this be Mini Monkey?
Connor following him into the rooms. I mean, it's here, or you go into caves. Without Super Duper, it kind of sucks, but like, there's pretty decent odds you find it in the caves and mines.
Yeah, this is a good read by Riley. He's just going straight to DK's room here.
Right. There's an outside chance it's the museum, but the library just makes too much sense.
The museum was already checked. We don't need to worry about that.
And
He's going for Tiny's medal, though. That's very interesting.
Without Monkey Port, you can't check the castle race, so... And they both checked the ballroom, I believe. Well, yeah, he hasn't been here with Tiny, so... Or DK.
Yeah, but it's just interesting that he's going out of his way to check for tiny things.
Oh, he was just climbing up to the DK switch, I'm pretty sure. You could have done what Riley's doing, or what Connor's doing, which is warp to 5 and fall down.
Yeah, that's the faster way, but I mean every little helps, that's for sure.
Look, we all got that monkey brain sometime. I see banana, I collect banana, you can't stop me. I don't care if it's efficient. It is the call of DK64 to just collect banana. Nothing else matters.
Alright, drum roll chat. What do we got here?
What do we got?
It is a potion.
No, that's grab! And that's grab that they know they need because it's on the lobby. Oh my god, they know they need the grab for the slam in the lobby. Oh no.
Oh, but like, have they clocked that though?
So now, you're just checking every slam thing in the game for triangle, I think. That's horrible.
Well, at that point, I would just, well,
The
I would just
Chunky
go
is
into
the
Helm.
Chunky is the third one in Helm.
Ugh. Well, that's
I think
gonna suck.
Riley's going to check Lanky Tower just in case.
Right. Yeah, clear out your full or your hinted regions. Makes sense. But I mean, it makes too much sense because the Japes Forest lobbies are also hinted, which would be the slam. So like, I would actually be pretty comfortable packing it in there and not checking Castle Tower, I think, because it gives you something that is pointing to something else that is hinted. I think that is one too many coincidences for me to pass up. This is getting ugly, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's a big hunt for Mini, that's for sure.
Connor still has also...
he's going to do Castle Minecart.
Connor has also not gotten Balloon yet, so that's not good.
Oh no, he's not.
Riley just getting GBs.
Oh, because of Pineapple. I can't speak. Pineapple with Horde.
Right, that does make sense. And he might just check Castle Minecart because he's here, and it's kind of crazy not to while you're here.
I mean, Pineapple could be just for like a mini game in Helm as well. Chunky is in the sequence.
Well, yes, but no, because it's also on the path to Tiny K Rule.
Oh, true.
So that's a bit of a mystery. It kind of mini monkey is pineapple locked somehow.
Yeah.
Have either of them checked the cage? Have either of them checked the cage in the back of the eyes?
Yeah, it's a blueprint.
Okay, cool. Okay, I forget that. Like,
Riley's gonna check for Monkey Port here.
Yes, this makes a lot of sense. He got up to 48. It's 47 to get into Japes.
Funky
Where's
Force
the
Chunky.
Huh. It's not the apple. It's
not shooting game.
eggs.
It's got to be kegs, yeah.
Oh, that's gross. Or was Grape Boy the Horde somehow? Was Grape hinted? Grape was not hinted. It could be Anthill.
All right, let's see.
Or no, not Anthill. I'm dumb. Whoops.
Not a metal.
It is the wrong Kong. That is a very differently sized Kong.
Riley just walking past the lobby check. Oops.
We've seen the face puzzle. We've seen the worm. I think it's kegs or maybe the boss.
Oh yeah, could be the boss. That would be quite a 3
We've seen the
required
minecart.
bosses.
It has to be kegs then, which is triangle locked, or the boss. And neither of them check the boss. They both have tons of bananas because they checked the blueprints, or they got all the medals. And that is confirmed a blue thing, so that is almost certainly Mini Monkey right there.
Oh,
that is horrible.
Yeah, that's Mini Monkey. So he's gonna be checking caves and mines for super, surely.
Yeah.
And thankfully, there's not a huge amount of checks that are in there.
They don't have Peanut either, so they can't. It has to be the underground or they're in big trouble. But they need Peanut anyway because it's DK rule and that is completely unhinted. Peanut is nowhere to be found. They need that, and we have absolutely no idea.
Riley!
Riley misses the final shot, or the second to last shot. It's an unfortunate one to miss because you get this cutscene every single time.
Connor has remembered Baboon Balloon and has 47, so I think he's going to be getting his monkey port. He might get his monkey port in. He might get it later. Who knows? Oh, it's Peanut Slow!
Oh my gosh!
Whoa!
That's okay. That's a
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. That is unbelievable.
Wow.
That is a different Lowlands check that is just materialized to be amazing. Wow.
There's so many things this seed where like it's not super hinted, if at all. So if they miss it, oof.
So, second slam in Caves and Mines, it better be right here, or...
Well, if it's DK rule.
It's right there! Oh, no!
It's right there. Riley, no, why?
And this explains your Pineapple Way, the Horde.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay, I think everything locks into place if the mermaid has triangle. So the mermaid has triangle, which would get you chunky kegs for monkey port. And you needed super duper for that because super duper is about to get you mini monkey. Oh my god. Alright, so the seed is almost solved. The last mystery is Gorilla Gone. So if the mermaid has Gorilla Gone, this all falls apart. And if the mermaid has triangle, everything tracks. That's very scary.
Not even going to check the battle crown here.
There's one more thing unhinted. That is very spooky. If it's Gorilla Gone, they can get the Gorilla Gone hint, which solves the problem. But if it's not, that would be bad. If it's triangle that is... Oh, so if it's Gorilla Gone that's unhinted, they can get the Gorilla Gone hint. If it's triangle that's unhinted, they can get the triangle hint in Helm, but they won't be happy about it. Oh boy. Any chance Connor doesn't get peanuts? Pretty high looking at what he's doing right now. Uh-oh.
Yeah, because it's not been hinted, right?
Lowlands is hinted, but you see the purple vial and you're like, oh, that's just mini.
I didn't miss marking that, right? Connor does not have Baboon Blast off.
He has Blast.
Oh, okay, I didn't mark it then.
And he didn't go for it.
He's not getting peanuts.
He will. I think he might come back for like afterwards, because that's just a thing people do sometimes.
True.
Was that Blast hinted at all? That Blast was in Forest Shops, which is completely unhinted. Excellent. Well, that's terrifying.
Baboon Balloon was Owl Shop snap.
Riley racing to 60, I think. I think he smells the seed being solved. Oh, a random orang stand. Love that.
Okay.
You would literally rather that be a GB, but alright.
Let's see if there's anything right here.
That is oranges or an ammo belt or sniper.
Yeah.
That is not ideal. We know it's not. We know it's not a melon because, or we know it's not an instrument upgrade because we've seen all of them.
Yeah. Okay. He should just break DKs and just go with it.
It's time to go. He smells the seed is nearing completion. It's time to know what is on the mermaid. Connor has a pearl marked. Did Riley pick up a pearl? I don't think he did.
Yes, he got
did.
He got the one in the bounce room.
Oh, did they both get that one?
Yep.
No, I think Oh.
Riley did get bounce room.
Where did Connor get his then? He has one marked. I don't know. Whatever.
Okay.
So, like I said, I think there's a good chance Connor comes back and does Baboon Blast later. Just because of the way some people do Japes.
Right. Yeah.
So it's possible that specific decision loses him the race.
He's gonna check the stormy tunnels as well, but I mean they still gotta get to 60, right? But
he's gonna check anyway.
But Riley definitely does have a time edge right now. It's sniper, amazing.
Sniper. And they've also got Monkey Paw in
Forest.
Monkey Port is triangle locked. Oh no. If this is Gorilla Gone, then this is a complete triangle hunt with almost no info.
Is it triangle?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because to spin the crusher to destroy
you gotta turn it on.
Right? Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh gosh.
Uh-oh.
And they can't get Monkey Port to get the if this isn't triangle, then oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
This could be
unhinted look
awful.
for triangle.
Then that's what Connor needs, I think, because this is gonna get ugly otherwise. If this is triangle, Riley is very happy. If this is Gorilla Gone, this might be a disaster.
Oh.
Connor wants that, or Riley wants that potion as fast as possible, and the mermaid is not cooperating. This cutscene is awkwardly long. It's just, what can you do? It's triangle! Go, go, go!
Okay. So I think...
Where's he going? Think,
go
go to Forest.
Yeah, for level 6. The only thing left is where is gone.
Yeah, so check things that are very fast on your way and go get Gorilla Gone. He's not quite in go mode. He knows where Gorilla Gone is, or he knows where Monkey Port is, and then once he gets Monkey Port, he'll know where Gorilla Gone is. But he has to do everything in order right now. And
So Squawks was very determined to give Riley that crown there.
Team Connor does not have peanuts. Oh no.
Oh no.
That is very bad. That is big trouble, I think. I don't know how he's gonna find peanuts now.
The only other chance he has is if he gets a hint for it behind Featherdoor.
I don't think
Neither
it's
of them
gonna
have,
happen.
neither of them have
Oh
checked
boy.
that hint.
That is a pretty bad spot to orphan.
Oh, I forgot to mark grab on the tracker. Thanks.
You dingus. Grab was in.
Library.
Thank you, because I also didn't write it down.
Yo, there's a pearl if you need it.
That's probably the I was gonna say it's the worst pearl, but I think we have not seen like 2 of them, so those are probably worse.
And before there's a pearl on.
So there's a
Featherdoor.
vanilla change with this GB. It obviously requires 3 in vanilla, but it only requires 2 for this one.
Yeah.
Due to some quirky issues with loading zone randomizer.
Should I install the loading zone randomizer enjoyers? All like 2 of us. 3, 4, I don't know. Brave souls.
We just need to bring back all the people from the Lua Rando days. That's when Loading Zone Randomizer was like everything.
This file is intangible for an awkward amount of time because that's just how the cutscene works. Love that. It's just how it is.
Where's
He's just getting golden bananas.
Oh,
There's 2
right.
here.
Needs 60 to get the hint, so he's still digging. Did he? Oh, did he get O stand? He got O stand, right? He just didn't mark it.
Yeah,
he
did.
got it.
Okay. We are getting a full monopoly then. Let's go. We got a blackout on moves once he gets Gorilla Gun.
Oh, did they have Mini Monkey? Yeah,
Yeah,
had
both of them
Mini
have
Monkey.
Mini Monkey because they had to use it to get into Mermaid.
Oh no! Now Connor's gonna go get his mini monkey, or Connor's gonna go get his monkey port now, and then he's gonna get his Gorilla Gun, and he's still not gonna have peanuts, and it's oh boy, this is not good.
Yeah, this is getting a bit ugly right here.
Oh no!
Oh gosh. He's gotta hope that he checks Featherdoor, and that Featherdoor just miraculously has something like check Jape's Baboon Blast.
Oh boy!
Man, he's
Oh,
gonna
he hasn't checked the apple, so
He's gonna get excited when he sees the apple, only to find out that it's.
Oh no!
Okay, so Riley's doing his dumping.
I think the only brutally unhinted thing in this seed is peanuts.
Yeah.
That is a really bad break. And I think a lot of that is because Mini Monkey is so heavily locked behind like a dozen moves. What is this?
Yeah, so it shoved out. Yeah, it shoved out the peanut hint essentially.
Yeah, the tiny kid roll path was so bad.
This is the easy one. Riley's just gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's faster
I mean-
to do this one, even if it's 45 seconds, than to just try to find a cheaper one.
I mean, maybe the sax pad has something. Could be something in Home Lobby. He just needs to get to 60 now.
I guess the
And then
point
he
is,
goes-
he just wants to make sure he gets this one, because then he only needs to search for 1 instead of 2.
Oh, is he at 58?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he just marked it.
And Riley's gonna get sniper, or Kyle's gonna get sniper, and maybe he goes back into castle now, or homing ammo.
Nah, he has triangle, so he's gonna go get kegs. He's gonna go get his monkey port. I think he's gonna push to 60 and get the Gorilla Gun hint as well. He just won't have peanuts when he does helm, and that's gonna be kind of a disaster. That is a very stressful minigame to sit through. It's very easy to fail that.
Yeah, we recently had to make the Batty Barrel Bandit easier because with
It was
enemy
so
rando, with enemy rando, it was just so tough.
For a while, I was
GB
like,
number 60.
people were saying it was like super mean, and I'm just like, nah, just get good. Then I tried it a couple times, and I'm like, oh wow, this can get really ugly with the wrong combination of enemies.
Yeah, especially with a ghost. Ghost
All right,
hitboxes.
where is Gorilla gone? Chunky and Castle.
That's chunky. It wouldn't be museum because that
be-
was already checked.
It won't be museum. It won't be the
Castle Tree.
oh my god! It could be Castle Tree.
Oh my god, it's Castle Tree, and Connor doesn't have sniping. Oh my god. Oh, but he doesn't need it.
No, you don't need it. You can use there's a tech you can use for it.
There's no way he got away with not
But
buying sniper.
Riley's-
That's so ridiculous.
Connor checked all the chunky checks, but Riley didn't. So Riley's might end up doing everything before three. We'll see.
I tell you what, I would be doing everything because I'm doing that blast course as the last thing I can if I can avoid it.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
he's
exactly
not-
what's
he's not doing
happening.
it.
Riley agrees. Shed, but I think Connor checked Shed.
Connor checked all the other chunky ones.
Yeah, everything was checked except Castle Tree.
And even still, Riley probably knows where Sniper is, or at least he has a good lead on a known shared move. Oh, it's just the medal. Okay, well, never mind.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, there you go.
Neither of them got the medal. Yeah, because you need pineapple for that. You need pineapple or blast plus punch or something. You need some like you either need pineapple or like some like arcane combination of moves to get that medal. That one definitely. That one low key sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just in the shed. Yeah, of course. We know.
It was in the shed, but like in a different way.
And that, at last, is Go Mode. The only move we don't know about is oranges.
Yep. We got every single move in the game. That's pretty crazy.
And somehow,
I'm a nil too.
and we have also avoided the bean. That is unbelievable. Now the Cranky Japes is sniper, so Riley did not buy that, and Connor did. Wow, what a mess of a path. My
Yeah.
god.
He would either think tree or medal because he's checked the boss and he's checked the other things. So
Oh, it's the Kaizo Pearl path.
Okay, so let's reconcile our notes a little bit. So we've got guitar for key 8. That got you bongos in the back of Aztec, so that's solved. Castle or factory medals for pineapple got you key 8. That was for a couple things, I think. That could be for. Is that just metal, maybe? No, because you have everything else. What was that for? That would have been for the slam, right? Yeah. That would have been for the second slam, because then Mini got you trying. Yeah, so that would be for your second slam in Japes Underground. And your first slam is is past to key 8 in Japes Forest Lobbies. You needed both of those slams to get Mini Monkey, which got you Triangle. Sprint was past to key 8, because Sprint got you... That would have been Strong Kong in the Sprint cage, and Strong Kong got you... What was Strong Kong again?
Strong Kong was library, which was
Library.
grab, which was used for one of the slam upgrades.
Yeah, the whole slam path, yeah. Okay.
Yo,
And
nice
then-
music glitch there.
Punch was hinted for key 8. Aztec Oasis and Totem Area was hinted for key 8. I think that was Punch. I don't think there was anything else.
Oh, Riley got caught.
And that would be
Yeah.
for kegs.
Yeah.
For
No, that's optimal 2 dose.
Oh wait, that is tech. That's tech.
Yep,
I
he's
forgot.
so
I
smart.
keep forgetting we patched that because I have flashbacks of when that wasn't patched.
He's so smart.
Yeah. Now, if you can and you see a cop, like, the best thing is just to, after you do the second barrels, just to dive to get caught, because you skip the cutscene and you get warped back to the where you started home from.
Yo, shout outs to Kuiper.
So punch was hinted for key 8 in order to get monkey port out of the mills. And then grab was hinted for key 8 for the slams. Wow. That is a gnarly key 8 path hint. All of those are relatively late.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Well, I guess you get grab and punch fairly. You could get grab early, but you didn't, because why would you ever go back for that? Or, well, you only went there because it was, like, a fairly straightforward lead. Maybe not even fairly straightforward, just relatively straightforward. This is a windy path. Sheesh. Pineapple slam for Tiny K roll, because that'll all part of the slam chain that got you Mini Monkey. Feather was hinted independently. Peanut was not, so unlucky. I mean, that's basically it, right? If you got a peanut hint instead of a feather hint, that might have saved you. But then you might have just missed feather on force medals, because then force medals would be completely unhinted, and you would have to do them for feather and trombone. So I think of the two things to miss, or the two things to hint, that might have been a little better.
Yo, he probably got the skip.
Diddy is not in the helm order. It is Lanky, Donkey, Chunky. So Connor will be able to complete helm guaranteed, but he is going to have to dig up peanuts. But he's a bit behind anyway, so.
Welcome to bonus stage.
This is a crazy marathon of a seed that almost turned into a disaster, but then didn't. The hints are working. Wow.
I don't know, if Riley didn't check that Baboon Blast off for me, it could have been a disaster.
That is true. I suspect that these two runners will have very different opinions of the seed. But hey, clear your hinted regions.
The stealthy snoop that Connor's in right now is not as bad as it seems. Like the cops have really nice patterns if you do it optimally.
And of course he's doing it optimally.
Oh, and Riley just got it again.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yo, they're doing the same minigame. That means they're tied, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, the stealthy snoop with coins is just like
Bad. It's so bad.
They should have
it's
put
so
it in the
bad.
game, though.
It's banned in Helm.
Is the best. It is one of the best minigames, though. Like, imagine like a cross between like Big Bug Bash and Search by Seek.
Don't give the DK64 Randomizer.com admins ideas, Balam. Speaking of DK64 Randomizer, I recommend that everyone here goes to DK64Randomizer.com now and plays a seed. Make one right now. And there is key 8.
And then this should be straight to K. Rool. So this
I didn't even see what the third phase was, but it doesn't even matter.
It should be Tiny Chunky DK, right? Or no, Tiny Diddy DK. Or Diddy
Probably
Tiny
DK.
DK.
Probably
I'm pretty
DK,
sure all of
but-
those are wrong. It should be Diddy DK Tiny. That's what it is.
Any VOD watchers want to back that one up?
I mean, I don't think Riley looked at the wall. I don't think he cares. He can do them all. Wrangling the rocket barrel is much like the platforming in this game. It is certainly a science. It is an experience to get that right.
Yeah. It's one of the things which we occasionally get a suggestion on, can we fix this?
No, as it turns out. A good fight to the finish. We get this, and then we get a nice 2-minute auto scroller to top it all off.
Are we gonna get runners in comms after they finish?
Probably.
Yeah, we can try.
Well, we'll abduct Riley. He won't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think made the difference in this race? I'm pretty sure a lot of it came down to diving, and then obviously Peanut. But Connor could have Connor was like right behind him even before the Peanut incident.
I think it was basically Peanut was what put him behind.
Well, Peanut sealed the deal, but
The
I think he
Peanut
was
sealed the
behind
deal,
anyway.
yeah.
Diving is what put him behind.
Yeah.
And then Peanut kind of just put the nail in the coffin, really.
Specifically, the lanky metal in caves was the big one. And now he's done with Helm, and he's like, all right, where do I go for Peanut? He's checking castle rooms, and maybe he's checking castle rooms, maybe he's checking other pineapple stuff. I don't know. Checking anything he can. As far as I can tell, it's completely unhinted. I don't think there's anything that points you at Blast or Lowlands besides Tiny K Rool.
Oh, that's Randomizer sometimes.
It really is. This is Randomizer has no shortage of that.
Yeah. And when 2.1 comes around, there's a new type of hint called multipath hints, which should reduce the chance of getting unhinted stuff like this.
Tough to say. It certainly makes it more interesting and more, well, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
I think it improves it, but you would see less things hinted for two different paths combined, like the factory metals, which was pineapple for both paths. That would be a separate bit of information. You couldn't get that hinted twice like that.
Yeah.
But besides that, there was not a lot of overlap, actually. Jeez. Tricky business. Some scenes are just harder to hint than others. Other scenes just don't have as much stuff, and this one just needs a lot of stuff.
Don't ask Jax Jacob about the multipath beam. I know what I'm doing next time I see him.
Oh boy. And then even still, if the path hints are super messy, there's other hint options in the works. And they're good. They're great, even.
Oh, there he is right now. Hey, JX Jacob. How about that multipath bean hint that you got one time? I think that's GG. No. 157.46.
Wowie. That boy's quick. A GG to Riley. He remains the Blitz tourney champion. Defended his title. Went the distance. With excellent play throughout. Excellent play throughout, except for the qualifier where I beat him, so haha. I'll take my wins.
Oh, we're in Japes.
Oh, is he actually going to check it? Oh, nope, rolled right past it.
He's going to the hive area. Yeah, Connor is, he's thinking. Oh! He just announced on his stream that maybe I should have done the baboon blast.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Rip.
Oh, no. Oh, he's digging. Let's see if we can grab Riley. Oh my goodness. Is
Well,
that
that's definitely
oranges
not
in the
peanuts.
stuff?
That's probably an ammo belt.
Ammo belt or oranges? It's oranges! Wow, there's
Oh my
everything!
God.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
all there.
He's exiting Japes. Oh no.
Oh no,
Oh, no, he's
I think he's going to the blast. I wonder why he went back to Japes of all places. I feel like I never would have come here looking for peanuts. This is like a crazy spot for peanuts. Because it could be anywhere. I mean, I guess he ran through a lot of forest. Checked a fair bit of factory. Well, a lot of factory is foolish, actually. I checked a fair bit of galleon. Ugh.
And there it is.
There it is. He says it makes sense. I don't know about that.
I don't think it makes sense.
I don't know. By my note taking, that's like very unhinted, which is just savage.
I am interested to see what that final hint is, though.
Oh yeah.
If anyone wants to take one for the team and check what Peanut hint was, oh not Peanut, Featherdoor hint was.
Oh, look who it is!
Peanut hint was.
It's the champ!
Featherdoor hint was.
Oh, look who it is!
Morning.
It's the champ!
Is Champ there?
Riley has
Is
arrived.
Champ? Is Champ?
Oh, what
Will
do
be
you-
answered
Oh,
this Sunday night.
He's searching for his mic.
This
Congratulations!
Sunday night.
You won!
Thank you.
Back to back.
Also, you might hear double audio if you're using my
Yeah,
audio,
I
by the
just
way.
realized that. Although I kind of wanted to just let it play for the memes.
Okay. Oh, God.
Also, I don't think the champ's here because I don't see John Cena in this VC.
Of course you wouldn't see him.
Ugh.
Oh dear.
Nice play. You
yeah.
really cleaned that one up. Sub 2. That one a tricky seed.
That
Yeah.
Peanuts location could have absolutely screwed you if it was someone
Yeah.
else. I think we determined that was completely unhinted.
Yes, because Baboon Blast was a forest shop.
Yep.
Into that, which was all unhinted, yeah. And then, because we had like 3 tiny path phases. And then,
Not even Vines was hinted. Like, that was like super unhinted.
Yeah, Vines was
Yeah.
unhinted. That was crazy.
Oh,
But yeah, I basically found every move in the game, so. Except
Look.
oranges, but I saw damage.
we have found oranges. Connor found it in the stump.
But yeah.
What was put me out of my misery? What was Featherdoor hint?
The what, sorry?
Featherdoor hint in Aztec lobby.
Oh.
Fine.
Fine.
I think the
I
think the
want to
Fusion-
know. Look, I want to know, like, if it could have hinted towards Peanut.
I think we have 5 path hints for K. Rool, right?
Yeah, I think by my
Yeah.
reckoning this is a foolish hint.
Did you skip picking up that medal every single time you entered Aztec?
I mean, what, he went in here like twice? Maybe
Oh,
he
Yeah,
okay.
does.
Wow, the best foolish hints. Cave
Cool.
shops.
Amazing.
Oh, okay. Okay, totally unhinted then.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad. I honestly wasn't planning on doing the Baboon Blast. I just was like, Lowlands is path, I guess. It could have been like
Sure.
it could have been like a weird combination because you had Caves and Mines also path to Key 8. I assumed it was probably Slam, but I think
Right.
the blast check is pretty quick, so I didn't mind doing it.
Yeah, you were still short a move at that point, but you knew. I mean, you could have pieced it together. You knew where Monkey Port was, you knew where Monkey Port was at that point. But and there was
yeah.
one purple vial left, and you saw the purple vial in the ground there, so you're like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
this
yeah.
has to be Mini Monkey. So it solves your hint before you pick up the item, which is a little scary because then you might just miss your peanuts. Which I think
Yeah.
is what happened. Which is what happened to Connor. That
I was scared Mermaid was going to be gone.
we were
Yeah.
terrified. That could have been a complete disaster if that was gone.
Yeah. But obviously, I'm assuming Connor didn't get gone until later either.
He was basically
Yeah.
following you minus peanuts, basically.
Okay.
He just missed the peanuts, but he was a little behind you getting diving. He didn't get the cave's lanky medal until like a later trip, and that put him a little bit behind. And
The early game for Golden Bananas was miserable. Like
It
it
was
was so,
brutal.
I literally early game. I spend coin in shop that I usually don't as well in the seed. Like I was like, oh, I'll buy everything. Like this, I felt really slow already, so I just bought everything, and I was low on coins the whole time.
I
And
saw that
then-
like, when you bought like a blueprint out of the back of Aztec, I was like, all right, he's buying absolutely everything he can see.
Yeah, that's why I did the Vulture race too. I'm like, it's a GB. I feel like at that point, it's probably faster for me to just get it than just like try to scramble for something else.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
level 19 GBs to get into Galleon was very expensive for level 4.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
level 4 with 3 Kongs, that's pretty rough.
And also the fact of that, Riley, you somehow missed checking Candy's shopping factory.
I
Oh
don't.
my God.
I lost. That's the stupidest time loss.
You had time to get
Oh my
back in.
gosh.
Well, you gave some of it back. You still had the lead after that, but it was a little bit slower.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look who shows up.
GG.
Yo, GG Connor.
GG.
That was tough.
It was a really tough seed. I agree.
We like to
Connor,
apologize about that peanut. That was a completely unhinged peanuts.
It's a
Yeah.
wacky peanut. Connor, what compelled you to go back to Japes to check for peanut? I don't think I would have done that in a million years.
I was just double checking the places that were hinted tiny path decay rule and thinking maybe that the Diddy one was like overshadowed by the tiny hint. if it was
Right.
that way.
Yeah, that does make sense because when it picks the location, it picks the item and then picks a random phase that it's on the path to. So
Yeah.
that does make sense.
So I was like, I mean, I knew it didn't necessarily have to be there, but I was like, it's statistically like maybe slightly more
Yeah.
a better
No.
chance of being there.
I don't think so, actually. I think
Or no?
that was a complete coincidence.
Yeah, I would have probably gone down like a mini check, like checking all the mini required items, like Fairy Door and stuff like that.
Oh gosh.
So-
Oh my god. Imagine it's on BFI. That would be so bad.
So the biggest difference maker in this seed was not actually peanuts. It was actually Riley getting dive way earlier. And I think that made all the difference.
It was specifically the spring on Lanky Cave's Metal, where using Rocket Barrel to get the last 5-pack on top of the sprint cabin was enough. It was just enough to get the
Oh
medal.
yeah, I did not go back for the lanky medal until I had grape. Which,
Yeah.
So my plan was to get Diddy Medal, and I was like, oh, I can get Lanky Medal at the same time here. I don't think it was in Logic. No, it's definitely not in Logic.
It is not.
You needed what, Balloon or?
You need balloon for sure, I think.
Yes, I think Balloon so Balloon puts that in Logic. Where was Balloon again?
Isle shop.
It was the
Isles
Isle
cranky
shop.
tiny.
Oh, which is
Both
not
of
in. Yeah, that's locked in.
That was-
That's
yeah.
not in Logic.
Both of you.
How are you
pulled
supposed to
Tiny-
get-
You both
Yeah.
pulled Tiny, and then like neither of you went to that shop for like 20 minutes, and I was like, oh my god, what
There's
if
better-
what if
yeah.
something's there?
There's so much stuff to do at that point.
Yeah.
that I'd
Yeah.
rather-
There was other
Like-
stuff to do.
Yeah, we were both surprised. Like, did you guys like have advanced knowledge that you need like 28 or something GBs to get into level 5? Because I was surprised that both of you spent so long in Galleon and didn't go into lobby
Oh.
5 to check hints or how the requirement or anything like that.
Yeah, my reasoning was it was 34 for level 6 Forest, and 19 was for Galleon. And I was like, okay, so my best odds is just to get as many GBs in Galleon and then like play the odds, but like over GB a little. So like I hit 30 as I like in factory lobby, and that was like, I don't know, that just worked out really well for me. But that was mostly the reasoning. It's just like somewhere in between there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking the exact same thing, somewhere in between 19 and 34, and then like the start was so slow for me. Like,
Yeah.
I was
me too.
I was like lower on GBs than I normally would be at that stage, and I knew we needed 47 for Japes, so like that was also a target that I knew
Yeah.
I was way behind.
Yeah, because I had like to get to 19, I like scraped the bottom of the barrel. Like I even did like vulture race at that point because I was like, God, I just need anything.
Yeah, I was at 18, and then I could not figure out what to do for my 19th.
Yeah, because I ended up dumping my 2 blueprints with the one with Diddy and Chunky to get to 19. So yeah,
You made double sure that the Isles crown was empty.
yeah. Oops, just double checking. But yeah, that grab was also pretty annoying because I got that grab after. Even though
yeah,
it's
I
like,
realized Strong Kong was all for that.
yeah, it's grab to get slam 1. Yeah, you also technically, well, not technically, you need grab to get monkey port as well, which is funny.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point. Because we kind of cottled onto earlier, like, because we were talking about out of logic stuff, and we were like, I don't think they've gotten anything out of logic where they've skipped a move, and I was like, oh wait, they got slam, like a slam upgrade out of logic, and you needed both slams for monkey, well, not monkey port, mini monkey, and so I was like, are they gonna remember that they don't need gorilla grab to get whatever? It's interesting. I forgot that you also needed gorilla grab for monkey port. So,
Well, and then in the end, you needed grab through that whole chain to get to mini, and you still needed mini for helm because of lock triangle.
Also, I just realized with what Seagull was saying, I think Gachar is path to key 8 to get grapes, then use grapes to get spring.
It is far simpler than that. It is path to you need it to get to the back of Aztec to get bongos.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that hint was solved before you picked it up.
Okay, yeah. Diddy cabin as well. Yeah, just getting in the cabin, that works too. Yeah.
We thought that key 5 was actually going to be crazy because you went into the castle boss on your first visit, Riley.
Yeah.
And pulled the key, and we were like, oh my god, when is Connor going to ever come back for this?
And then
then it turned out that because diving was so awful that Connor like almost immediately went back for it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. We were, like I said, basically the early game, you basically had to play as thorough and as safe as you could because you had nothing. So you just, all right, well, I guess you just have to do every check.
Yeah. I mean, in this season especially, there was like very few early hints. There were very little was hinted early. The earliest thing you had hinted was like key 7 on your Diddy medal in caves, which is like not helpful at all.
yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking on that Diddy medal, like, to be helpful, but I didn't even know that was key 7 at the time. I don't think that hint was available until like after diving.
No, I had the key 7 hint. I got both at the same time. I'm pretty positive. On my track.
You got it from key 5, I think.
Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah, so I didn't have key 5, so I didn't have those hints.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a Caves Diddy medal is Way of the Horde. That's how you knew you needed key 7. And then there was a Caves Diddy medal is Path to key 7 or something like that.
Yeah, Diddy medal.
Those are the only 2 things regarding key 7. It's funny that you got 2 path hints for that, or well, 2 hints for that, but none for peanuts.
And then we got 3 hints for pineapple.
Yeah.
As well. That was
It's really important, guys. It's really important for something you could have skipped it for. Oops.
It was for slam too, which you didn't even need.
Oh, and
you didn't need pineapple for, sorry.
actually, technically you didn't need it for Castle Chunky Medal. It just makes your life a lot better.
It is in logic. It is in logic without because we had barrels and punch and
Barrel,
blast.
punch, blast. Yeah, the really super horrible combination otherwise.
Yep.
Yeah,
Stupid
I think
medals.
if diving wasn't so locked, where like both of you were like sticking to the first 3 levels for like the first 30-40 minutes, like there was so many things in early game which were just not hinted, where someone picked it up and you're like, well, when is this person gonna go, when is the other person gonna go back for it? They missed it. And then because both of you were like checking around for diving so much, you just in the end stumbled onto everything just in an exhaustive check for everything.
You know what this is? This seed is a just crash course in horrible medals. You got forest tiny, forest lanky, castle lanky, or no, castle chunky, caves lanky, caves Diddy. Just horrible medals in this seed.
I mean, Castle Chunky's not too bad as long as you have pineapple, obviously.
It could be.
But
Big ask, because it's not hard requiring pineapple, which means you have to find just something to get there.
I mean, the amount of things unhinted in this seed is insane. Like, the fact Vines is not hinted, and then you don't have Monkey Port hint, you don't have a Gorilla Gone hint. There's, like, so many things.
Oh my god, we didn't even get to the fact that Riley pulled saxophone off the roof dirt in the first 5 minutes of the seed.
Yeah, I mean,
And then-
might as well.
Connor got it an hour later, and it made no difference.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no
unfortunately.
point.
Yeah.
Did we even use it?
Nope.
No.
Not once. That was my first item I got, because obviously I did warp 2, and then out of the lobby 2, after getting my hints on my way to the dirt patch, I just grabbed the boulder and then just did the backflip trick.
Technically, you got Diddy before it, but
Yeah, of course. But without Diddy, I would not have been able to.
And technically, you also use stacks to get your 60th GB at the top of Cremile. In terms of anything that's like actually important, yeah, it wasn't used.
Yeah. I mean, that was if that was not it, then I was gonna do like. Well, obviously, I was gonna check this Kisplat in, but yeah. Even getting to 60, I was like, oh god, I should have bought more GBs or got more in japes, but no.
Yeah, I think this is like a bit of lesson in like medal rewards and also just buying everything that you can see.
Also, that storage room trick is so good in this seed, where you can kick over to the shed without having to go all the way up.
yeah, we were like, "What the hell is he doing?" You did it like 3 times. You like
Yeah,
slipped
'cause
off like twice, and we were like, "Why is he still doing this?" And it's because testing and R&D are foolish. So
Yeah,
like, you just don't go upstairs.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, so you never went over there at all?
No, testing and R&D are foolish. So I climbed the
Yeah.
lanky with the lanky trick, and then you can just kick across with DK to get across.
Yeah, I think I still went over there for like GB's metal progress.
Yeah, I mean, I went over there because I'm an idiot, but you know.
He went
So-
over there because oh yeah, you were gonna explain it.
Yeah, I completely forgot to peek Candy Shop in Factory, so I just did Cranky and left. So I never saw Tidy, so I went all the way to Funky, and I was like, oh, whoops. And then I forgot to tag Warp 1 as well in Storage Room, so I had to hike all the way back. It was a bit annoying, but oh well.
Yeah, we were like surprised given the amount of times you tried the pipe climb to get to Power Shed. We were like surprised that like you didn't trick the glitch where you can tag Warp 1 from above or anything like that. Like you were around that area so much, but for some reason you never tagged Warp 1. We were all pretty surprised at that.
Yeah, because I usually tag it on my way out to after doing the chunky dark room there in that like when I routed that way. Then I just walked past it, so that was my fault.
Yeah.
I'm never walking past that again. I'm walking into that room. I'm hitting the switch to testing. I'm hitting the warp. First things first, no matter what.
Just for efficient routing, doing dark room, then getting out, tagging warp 1, then doing the pipe trick into shed, and then slamming the switch, and then going up is probably the best way to do it. And then obviously you still have to go to tag warp 5, but
I'm losing 5 seconds on your optimal routing, so I don't ever fuck it up ever. I can't, man.
yeah, this is how my brain thinks. Though I'm always trying to maximize my my movement and my routing. So
I don't know if that's actually optimal unless you know you're completely skipping R&D though, because it's so fast to just fall down after the lanky splat.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not optimal when you fail it twice, but that's all right.
Yeah, of course.
It's room for improvement.
Right. Yeah.
Nah, the good thing to do is you didn't get Twirl until much later because I think you got it in Forest. But if you had Twirl, like you do the Twirl from the tunnel that connects storage area to Candy and Cranky's all the way over to the arch near Diddy's switch, and then you jump over onto the Power Shed platform.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where was PTT again? I feel like I got that. It was in a Forest Shop too, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, Forest Cranky DK. I think the only thing that we didn't find was Ammo Belt 2.
Everything else. We also did not find the beam.
Yeah, I never found the beam.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Do we have the spoiler log for this? Like, I assume not, because
unfortunate.
Did you find homing ammo?
I did. It was on the Apple.
Yep. I was.
So yeah, and then I was like, oh, it's behind Pineapple. So I took the homing ammo. I hadn't done castle rooms yet. So I did DK's room, and then I went and did Lanky's room at the top as well at the same time.
Because I went and got the hint.
Yeah, he didn't have sniper before getting he didn't have a homing before getting the Gorilla Gun hint, so it's chunky and forest, so it's like, oh, it's a potion here. Yeah, this is great, and it's just junk.
Oh, yeah. I got the monkey port hint after, so I think I only had chunky barrel crushing, I think, at that point. Because I'd done everything else with chunky.
Right, and that's why it would have been a complete disaster if it were triangle, or if it were Gorilla Gun on the mermaid, instead of the triangle.
I also kind of got lucky with my pearl. Because I left the one in Seasick behind. I was like, I can grab probably another one later.
I mean, I think that's fine to leave, because like if you need to go to the mermaid again, like
it's right there. Yeah. It's not the worst, but like getting the one in Lanky Zinger rooms at the top of forest was pretty good.
yeah, that's where I found mine.
Yeah,
I did the exact same thing. I skipped to the one in the ship.
Where did we see a third one? I thought we saw a third one there too.
Yes, it was behind the conveyor belt, locked by triangle.
On the conveyor belt. That's so bad.
Ooh,
no, that was the grab lock one.
That's not locked by triangle.
That's the grab lock one. It's bad.
Yeah.
Wow, created today. Very cool.
Created 7 minutes ago.
So.
And what else about this seed? I'm trying to think outside of the obvious. Like, I'm assuming you did Aztec into Aztec boss right away as well.
Yeah, that's a cheeky one. I think.
That's the first time I think I could guitar on that check specifically.
Yeah, I think that guitar placement explains why Caves was 1 GB, because I don't think it takes that guitar into account when calculating GBs. But I could be wrong.
I was tempted to just leave and go to Caves, but bosses were just bosses today, I guess.
Sometimes more knowledge is a curse.
It was fun not having to do cutout and puff toss for the millionth time again. That's for sure.
Yeah, we got both armadillos.
You get armadillo instead. Wow.
I was really hoping we would get Doganon 2 on level 3. That would have been epic, but
could have been.
So, the bean. I found the bean.
Oh my god, we have to know.
Summit GB.
Oh. Okay.
I'm having a look for Belt 2 right now.
Yeah. Where was Sniper again? Was that the one in the Cranky Shop in Japes?
That was the one you ignored.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yep.
A fitting place for the bean, the king of the isle.
King of town. Alright, well, I don't know if I have anything else to add, so.
Fun seed.
Yeah.
Great conclusion to the journey.
Yeah, it was a mind puzzle at the start for sure.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of seed
everything.
Yeah, I'd rather have this kind of seed than getting like 30 GBs in like 30 minutes, and then the seed is like a walk in the park. But
what do you mean, man? Sub 90 when?
I haven't done my sub 90 yet, but I'm sure it'll come at some point.
Yo, speaking of tournaments being fun, I'm going to be making an announcement about the official DK64Randomizer.com Discord official tournament tomorrow.
Wow.
That's news to everyone here.
It's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Okay, found Belt 2. You want to know?
I mean, go for it, I guess. Let's
Pound the X.
Oh, okay.
Pound the X is the most fun one, though.
Yeah, and that's the last of the unhinted, the fun, not found stuff.
Oh yeah, the thing about this tournament, but going back to that, is video is required to enter. That's the first rule.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
All right, I think if we're done, I will go ahead and cut stream / send viewers to, let me see. Okay, it is this person's first ever DK64 randomizer, so I guess I'm gonna send the viewers to them. So thanks for watching.
They probably started when you told them to. Go Geneseed now.
Yep, go to DK64Randomizer.com. Go support DK64Randomizer.com streams. We'll see you later.
All right, I got a water leak to go figure out. I gotta go.
Oh, oh crap.